Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tramcast. I'm your host today, Sam, and with me is Noah,
Howdy.
Trey,
Yo.
Natalie,
What's good?
Adriana,
Yeller.
and Cam.
Yo.
Our topic today is top 5 single-player games, but before we get to that, let's have some pleasantries. Pleasantries.
Pleasantry.
How was you guys' week?
It's been alright.
Yeah?
It's pretty good. It was a fast week.
It really was.
It was. I
Honestly,
was off
it was.
Monday, and then now it's Friday, so...
And then
Yeah.
we're off. Most of us are off next Monday as well.
Yeah.
Because of Memorial Day or whatever.
Dating
Not
it's
me,
called.
bro.
Dated it.
People still gotta get their coffee, man.
People
I think
always
I'm
drink
off,
their coffee.
so-
You work at...
Yeah.
Yeah. Shake my head.
Undescript coffee place.
Undescript coffee place with
We
green
work at
logo.
Bleep.
Yes, the weather's been amazing too for
Yeah.
all the outside folk who stay outdoors. It's really been nice in our area.
I have
Yeah.
honestly not even been going through my whole Camelback most days because it's been so cool
Yeah.
out.
It's
Yeah.
been very nice.
It has been.
I
It was a nice breeze today. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it was very
It
nice.
It was
a little nippy.
Made it
Oh, yeah.
annoying to try and blow anything off though.
Yeah, it did.
I could.
It made our
and
jobs
the shit
very
wouldn't
hard.
go anywhere you wanted. It would go
No.
this way. It would go to the
They're talking about
left, and then it would go
blowing
all the way to the
leaves,
right.
by the
Blowing
way.
leaves.
Blowing
Not-
leaves, by the way. Not
It was
blowing
hard to blow
gentlemen.
leaves in the
It is
cold.
difficult to blow leaves in the wind.
This
I
guy.
apologize for the
Shh.
in the audio.
We'll cut
Cut.
it out. Cut!
Cut!
Let's just restart, bro. no.
No,
Okay. So back to the topic. Let's get into it. I'll kick us off. If that's okay.
That
Kick
is
us
okay.
off, host
It's
man.
your
I'm-
episode,
I'm-
host man.
I'm
Wait, who are
Felix.
you? Sam?
I'm
Right?
Sam. I'm
Yeah.
Sam.
Sam's the host.
Sam's the host.
Sam's the
Sam
host
the
this
man.
week.
I'm doing
Sam
it.
the man.
And for my number 5 for single player games, it's Undertale.
Undertale.
If you guys never played Undertale,
I love Undertale.
Undertale is an amazing game. You can just play through it once without knowing anything,
It's amazing.
and it'll change your outlook on certain video games.
Yeah.
Completely.
It's very good.
Yeah.
My first time playing it, I played it on pacifist mode, not knowing there was
Not-
a pacifist mode.
Yep.
I just genuinely didn't want to. I
You're like,
realized,
I don't want to hurt them.
yeah, when Toriel was like, "You can just talk through everything,"
Yeah,
I was
you're
like, "I believe you.
I'm
I'm
doing
gonna
it.
do it for everything."
I'm doing it.
And then the boss fight at the end is so crazy,
Oh yeah.
and it was hard to get through it without trying to fight him or anything. But
Yeah.
it was so worth it in the end. It's such a
Is
good
it like
game.
an older game or
It's
a newer game?
semi-new. When did
It's
it
an
come
8-bit
out?
game.
It
you
is-
remember that cross stitch I did?
When did it come
That's
out?
what I
Where
thought it
she's
was.
looking in the mirror and it
2016 when it
says,
came
"Despite
out.
everything, it's still you."
I think so.
Yeah,
That's what it's
It
from.
came out 2016, so I mean a few years ago, but not like
Yeah.
a whole bunch. But that game will change people's views.
That looks like a really good game.
It's
Matt
very
Pat
good.
gave it to the Pope.
What?
I'm
Really?
gonna repeat that for everybody. Matt Pat, the YouTuber, had
What did
a
Matt
gift
Pat-
to send to the Pope. He was like, "Hey, you can send a gift to the Pope." You know what he did? Physical copy of Undertale. He sent to the Pope.
Did he play it?
Well, on what system?
I don't know. I don't know.
And does
2015. Damn it.
I was close.
So
You were
close.
You were close, Noah.
Does he
I-
even have a system?
I
Does the
don't-
Pope even
You know
No.
the Pope be playing. He's in there playing Grand
gave-
Theft Auto,
The Pope
going
is
to the
getting
strip club.
Fred in Apex and deserves it.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
it.
Customization is always the Pope, bro.
Yeah.
They got
No matter what game he's
Does
in,
the
he's
Pope
got
have
a
a Twitter?
Skin.
I
God.
I
We're gonna
think
find
so.
You have to tweet him. Do you play Undertale?
Do you
Did
have
you ever
played
play
Undertale?
that copy of
Matt
Undertale?
Pat's
So
copy of
Do you think
So
his
little-
name is
oh.
the Pope?
Probably. I hope so.
Probably Pope
man.
whatever.
Pope man.
It's Pope Francis. He
Yes,
has a Twitter.
that's his name.
Yeah.
So basically, the gist of Undertale is there's like 3 ways you can play it. Where you play it like a normal RPG and just attack the monsters you see. It changes the story completely.
Yes.
And then you can also play it without hurting anybody. Like, you can not swing a single fist and just talk your problems out with the monsters, and they'll give up on their own.
Nice.
But like, depending on what you do changes the story,
Okay.
like slowly, and if
So it's like a butterfly effect.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
like it.
and if you
You do
choose
like your
and if you
butterfly
choose the
effect.
worst possible outcome, like full annihilation, everyone you see you kill,
You get the hardest route.
you get the hardest route,
Oh,
and it's amazing. The story is fantastic.
Well,
Yeah,
check
It's
it out.
very good.
Yeah,
It's
it
very
sounds good.
I recommend it. There's also some free ones. Delta Rune, the same guy made it. You can download those on your computer, I think.
Is that what you played it on as a computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did that.
Is it
and I
like
think
on
it's on
PS?
Switch, it's on PS5, it's
Okay.
on
Yeah, it's on a lot of
Xbox,
stuff.
it's on everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Undertale, at least.
The
It
gist
did
of
not
it.
get introduced to Xbox until 2021.
I believe that.
Wow.
Yeah. Because
Uh,
they weren't willing to buy it.
The gist of it though is that you're playing as this like kid that falls into this world that's underneath.
I'm
Yeah, it's
like,
the little
regular world.
bones guy, right?
Yeah, that's where
Yeah.
Sans is from. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that guy.
I love a good bone guy.
But you're
Sans,
playing as a
papyrus.
kid, and there's like these monsters that live
Live there.
underneath everybody. And there was a war that happened, so all the monsters have to stay down below, and they're trying to make a portal to get to where we are.
Mm-hmm. Get back to the surface.
And so, and you are learning all this as you're trying to get back to the surface.
What are you?
Oh, you,
You're a
saying-
human.
Okay.
you fell.
You fell down a hole.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, you fell down a hole.
Yeah.
You just tripped and fell.
You tripped and fell. The first song in the game
So,
is
like-
Falling Down.
Alice.
So kind of
Yeah.
like Alice.
Kind of like Alice, a little bit.
A little bit.
A little less trippy, though, and a lot more merry-go-lucky.
Yeah.
For my number 4 slot, I put Red Dead 2.
Ooh.
If you guys have
feel
never
that.
played
Red,
Yes.
Red Dead,
Dead 2.
so backstory: Red Dead 1, I watched be played in front of me when I was probably way younger than I should have been. My
Yeah.
brother was playing it at the beach one time, and I just glued to the TV.
Yeah.
Um,
Guns.
guns,
Shooting.
Cowboys.
Yes.
naked people. It was
Horses.
amazing.
I don't know.
There were horses.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
right.
Yeah, you're right.
It's the West.
It's GTA.
Wow,
It's
man.
Yeehaw GTA.
So
I've heard that. Yeah.
there is a storyline between the two games, and
John Marston.
John. The first game is the sequel to the second game.
Yes, which is confusing
It's-
as hell.
I love it. Mwah, mwah.
It's
Yeah.
like
So
Star Wars.
technically,
Delicious.
the second one should have came first.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like Star
It's-
Wars.
it's exactly
Everything's
like
released
Star
out of order.
Yes.
You gotta piece it together.
And
and
you
say,
don't-
"Mwah,
You
mwah,
don't
mwah."
even play as John Marston
In the first game.
in the second one.
Second game. I'm
Yeah,
stupid.
and
It's
the
like
second
it's
one you
tied
play.
together, but it's not.
Yeah, you're
you
in
see
it.
him.
So
You're
the-
in like the same group.
Well, you
the
play as
gist.
him towards like the end of the game.
Yeah, well,
You-
Yeah.
things happen, but
Yeah,
we don't need to
Arthur
get-
Morgan is who you play as.
Yes. The story is the story pretty much is you're out west, and it's kind of manifest destiny has taken over, and now urbanization is kind of setting in. So all the outlawism of being in the Wild West has kind of decayed, and you're being pushed further and further out of town because
Yeah.
of the Pinkertons,
Yeah.
which are pretty much a detective agency that worked as the sheriff's office, kind of, back in the
Yeah.
day.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and you're a part of a gang, falling under this guy named Dutch.
Couple
Oh.
Johnny boys.
Dutch.
Damn it, Dutch!
Dutch! And you, in the second game, you play through the entirety of their, like, whole downward spiral, as it
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
And it's a spiral. They all end up spread across everything and fighting each other, and it didn't end out well.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, they were buddies. They were
They were
friends.
glued together.
And Arthur, the character you play in number 2, was the glue. He was
Yeah.
the person who brought everyone together.
He did everything for everybody. He was the one that kind of kept Dutch on the rails for the
Yeah,
most part.
yeah.
Because Dutch is constantly like, spiraling
He's
into madness,
insane.
basically.
He's
He
insane.
just wants money, and at first he's like really cool and like just a father
like a
figure for
suave
Arthur.
guy.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
But the more times he fucks up, the worse it gets.
Yeah. He'll come up with a plan to get money, and it'll fail, and then he'll do something even crazier to try to get money.
It's like keeps
And
spiraling.
Arthur's like, hey man,
Maybe we should.
Maybe
you should
relax
calm down a
bit.
little bit.
And they like Arthur gets the money like in the game. You're upgrading shit as Arthur in the game. So
Yeah,
like,
you put money into like a
you
supply
build
tin.
up to a place, but then it all just falls apart because you got run out of this town called Blackwater, which is where the gang starts.
Yeah.
And you had a whole bunch of money there. They had so much money there back in the day.
Yeah, you don't play any of Blackwater. It's just story they tell you as you're playing going forward.
Yeah.
They're like back in Blackwater, and you
Back
just have
when
to
we were
piece
in
it together
Blackwater,
as to
yeah,
what happened.
You look at your map and you see there's a section that says Blackwater, and you're like,
I've
can I
never
go there?
been there.
And you go there, and you can't. No, don't go there.
Don't.
Your
No.
bounty is so high to try to go in there.
Yeah, you had like a massive shootout there when the gang
Okay.
had like a little falling out. It was like the first job gone wrong,
Gotcha.
and Dutch's series of misfortunate events. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Gotcha. Can you get to a point in the game where you can just go in?
Yeah.
Can't you pay your bounty off?
You certainly can.
You can
Really?
pay. Yeah, you can pay your bounty
You
off
can-
for Blackwater.
That used to be
I
how
knew
it
you
worked.
could do it everywhere, but I didn't know if you could do it for
Yeah,
Blackwater.
if you do something
too.
bad like murdering someone, you just pay off the bounty and you're
Yeah.
fine.
Which is usually like
You go to the
$100.
post office
I
and
mean,
you just pay
no,
it.
like murder back in the day, it was like $10
Huh.
because the money was different.
That's rich money.
Yeah, rich money.
That's rich
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, because you could buy like tons of ammo for like dollars.
cheap.
Yeah.
But the second game, absolutely amazing, and the first one
I didn't play the first
you
one.
didn't play the first one.
I know about it because
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
Jacksepticeye and Mark play it.
It's the first one's
But-
really good, but it follows John Marston, who is a member of the gang you're a part of,
Yeah.
and
Isn't the first one or the? I don't know which one it is. I think it's the first one where he's. I know there's like multiple. I know it's not just 1 and 2. Isn't there another one?
Yeah, there's Red Dead Revolver.
yeah,
Yeah, or something.
I never played that one. Yeah, that's the very first one.
This
Um,
is the very first one. That
I know. I think one of them isn't it about Marston trying to find Dutch?
Yeah, the first one is about Marston trying to find Dutch, kill him, and
Yeah, that's
like
the
clear
that's the first
his
game.
name so he can go. I think his
His
family got
Kidnapped
killed.
by the Pinkertons.
Yeah.
His son got kidnapped. His son and wife, I think, got kidnapped by the Pinkertons, and he got sent to hunt his old gang down.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
So you go get what's his name? The guy we really didn't
Bobby.
like.
Bill.
Yeah,
Bill?
Bill.
Yeah, I remember.
Bill's
him.
like I think the first one you.
Yeah, he's kind of an
encountered.
asshole.
He
Yeah.
is. He's an asshole in 2.
Yeah,
too.
he's just kind
He
of
was
an
not
asshole.
on your side. He was a fucking douchebag.
And then you gotta get Dutch, and they
Yeah,
know
you get all of
Arthur's
them.
dead.
The only one you don't kill dies in 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, for my number 3 though, I think this is going to be on a few people's lists. Sorry to get it out now, but
Lay it on
it
us.
needs to be there. Skyrim.
Yes, dude. Skyrim was definitely gonna be on my list. I
Skyrim.
love Skyrim.
I have thousands upon thousands of hours in Skyrim.
Dawnbreaker.
Dawnbreaker. Another hand touches the beacon.
Another hand touches the beacon.
Yeah, I 100%ed it on
Yep.
Xbox 360.
Same.
And with all the DLC.
Mhm.
And that was like my first big taste in like high fantasy RPG.
Was it really?
Yes, to an extent. Like that was my first interactive thing I had with that kind of genre.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I only had like books and movies before.
I
That's
never
fair.
played Spyro.
You never played Spyro?
No.
Spyro.
I was more into
Spyro?
whatever it is. What is
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
We've
Cut that part. I
We've
thought you said
scrimmed.
Spyro.
We've scrimmed before.
Yeah, I played
Skyrim.
Skyrim. Sorry, I thought you said Spyro.
I never
Spyro.
personally really played the game, but my brother played it a lot.
Yeah.
And then, of course, that meme of waking up in the wagon.
Yes.
And then I
You're
know
finally awake.
you can't kill the chickens, right? Or
You
is that,
can.
You can.
But you can go
The whole-
to jail or something.
Yes,
you will
yeah,
go to
The
jail
whole
for
town
killing
will
people's-
attack you. Yeah.
One
Yeah.
time I was in town and I had just learned a new shout.
Yeah, you just
And
like,
it-
shouted at a chicken.
I shouted and it just so happened it hit a chicken and that was the end of Morthal.
You killed them all.
Because, yeah, exactly. I
I've
was
been
in
there
my
before.
last DLC. I think it was like the last shout in like the shout tree.
Yep.
And I was like, big honkin'
Yep.
Dragonborn. And yeah, it just, that
They
was
could
the end
not-
of Morthal.
They could not touch you.
No.
Especially when you're in the end of the game. Like,
Dude,
And there was-
and that's the fun of those types of games, too, is that open world is like, if you wanted to, like, you can go into town and, like, I know it sounds really, really bad, and you can judge me if you want, but you can lay out a whole town and take whatever you want. Like, say a merchant, like, has something you want, and, like, you just so happen to not have
Oh yeah, you
enough
can just
equipment
rob anybody.
to sell in your inventory. You don't
So
have enough
Minecraft?
gold, so you just kind of kill them to take the stuff out of their inventory anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Or you
And
That's
then
the-
everybody
or you
else
just
is like,
pickpocket
hey, you killed
everybody.
him, and then you have to murder an
well,
entire village.
not all the time.
sometimes you can pay it off.
Or you know, you catch them alone in their shop when nobody's in there, and then nobody
Run
knows
away.
they're dead.
And then
Yeah.
nobody
Yeah.
knows.
And no one knows. And they're just
No
like,
one
oh,
knows.
no, this guy died. He was like one of the
That's
main
crazy.
NPCs.
That's crazy. Where's
Oh
this guy
my
go?
God.
Yeah.
To this dude.
His shop hasn't been open in 4 days.
Exactly.
Oh my god!
Oh my God! What's
Yeah.
going
I
on?
haven't seen that sign.
I
for
need
months.
rice. I need rice.
I need rice.
Does this apple look old to you?
But
Does this
About 4
apple
days
look
old.
old?
You need to change
About
those
4 days
produce.
old.
The best part about Skyrim is that you could go anywhere.
Yeah.
Once you get out of the
What is it?
tutorial, Helga.
Helgen, yeah, Helgen.
Helgen. Once you get out of there, you can go anywhere. You can
Yeah.
do anything, and you can fight whatever you want to.
I had a dragon run up on me right
I believe.
after Helgen gatekeeping me from Riverdale, I think
Yeah.
it was the first town. Dude, and it frustrated the holy hell out of me, dude.
Yep.
I was like, this is BS.
I can't go where I'm supposed to go.
I need to go here, but this dragon is keeping me here.
There's
Yep.
resemblance to Elden Ring. Is there? That's what I never really played Skyrim, but
kind of
playing
It's-
Elden Ring reminded me of Skyrim.
Yes, it's the fantasy vibe.
Genre.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's still the
I don't know.
same, like, time era setting.
yeah, like it's
Sort of like swords,
Medieval-
magic,
Yeah.
shields,
Medieval
medieval
shit.
type
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, there's
no
real
technology.
technology.
I think
exactly.
I've started Skyrim 15 or so times.
Dang.
Oh, dude, it is love on the console now. Like, if you buy the like upgraded like
I
Big
mean-
Dick Special Edition, bro, like
I
even
mean,
$100.
just
No,
it's the same price as the original game.
Oh,
yeah,
is it?
yeah.
Because do you know how many times they released that game?
So many.
It's
It's
been
been
released.
so many.
It's been released on more devices and more like iterations than I
Platforms.
think any other game.
Yeah.
Really?
Because you can play it on Amazon Alexa.
Oh wow.
Yeah. You can play it on your smart TV.
Yeah.
You want to play Skyrim? It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's in the walls.
It's in the
walls.
But no, it's great.
It is. It's one
Because-
of the best games.
The mods now are serviced on console
Yep.
as well now.
Yep. That is one of the big things.
Yeah.
I remember when that wasn't a thing at all. When you had to download it all yourself if you played on the computer, and if you were on console, you didn't have any. You just played
You
base.
got none. Yeah, you got base, but now you can like download graphic updates and
There's a
all
lot
kinds of cool
mods.
stuff. Yes, there is.
Yep. It's just as modded as Minecraft is, I think.
Yeah, I'd say.
And I wish Minecraft could be on this list, but it can't.
Because
it's
Multiplayer.
Yeah. I mean, you
Multiplayer.
can
I mean, you
play
can
it
say
by
that for-
yourself, but
It's mainly a multiplayer.
it's mainly a multiplayer.
Yeah.
You would want to play it with your friends.
Yeah.
Play the campaign.
Uh,
That's why it's called
on to the number 2 slot. For my number 2 slot, I have Pokemon Ruby.
Pokemon Ruby.
Yes.
I
Ruby.
second
I
that.
totally forgot about Pokemon games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all technically single player games.
Yeah.
They are.
Except for Scarlet and Violet.
Except for Scarlet.
Isn't Go technically? Isn't Pokemon Go technically a multiplayer game?
Yes.
I wouldn't consider Pokemon
And-
Go.
But it's not canon.
Yeah.
The
Video game.
Pokemon
It's not
franchise.
mainline Pokemon.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even think it's still made by Game Freak, isn't it?
No,
or
it's made by
Active-
Niantic.
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 Niantic. Yeah. But they still have worked on plenty of the Game Freak games as well
Yeah.
for Pokemon.
They have.
They have
really
been
have.
big help for them.
One of the main reasons Ruby is my number 2 slot is because it was one of the first video games I ever got.
Yeah, the
It was-
Pokemon games were some of the first games I ever played. Like, I had a Game Boy, like, non-color, like, just the original Game Boy with the fat cartridge of Pokemon Yellow with Pikachu on it.
Yep. Some good stuff.
Some
Excellent
good stuff.
memories. And it made like a whole generation's life, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I can honestly name
I
all
wish
of
I
them.
had that nostalgia hit that Pokemon gives people.
Yeah.
Because
Well, you
I
could
didn't
always-
grow up on Pokemon like
That's
that.
fair, yeah. You could always play it now, though. There are
I
tons
mean, I
of
tried
cheap...
Shield and Sword, but
You gotta start
I didn't
early.
really like get into those. Like, it was fun, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My nostalgia
Scarlet-
hit like that with Pokemon is Cooking Mama.
Bro, I love Cooking Mama.
For the
bro.
DS,
I want to get the
bro.
one for the Nintendo Switch.
I would take that little stylish and almost break my fucking screen trying to mix the bowl.
Yeah.
I was a Cooking Mama champ.
Cooking Mama Chan.
Cooking
You
Mama.
were saying?
Scarlet and Violet is supposed to be really, really good as well.
It is good. It is technically multiplayer, though.
Yeah.
Because you can play with 4 people on your
Do
world.
you have a hard copy of that?
Yes.
You should let me borrow that, sir.
I may.
Maybe. That'd be pretty cool.
Side hustle, sorry.
Side hustle.
Side hustle. Sorry. What's your
Deal or no deal?
My number 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's your number one?
My number 1 is technically 2 games because I just put them together. Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Breath of the Wild is so
Yes.
good.
Breath of the
It is
Wild.
so good.
They're both fantastic games.
So I worked at GameStop when that game was launching, and I pre-ordered it and everything for her, bought a Switch, and we no-lifed that game for like 2 or 3 weeks together. And
We'd
it
help
was
each
like,
other on the puzzles and
Yep.
the big and
Mhm.
I remember like when she first asked me to like help her, she was stuck on like you remember the Centaur
bird
guy?
one or something.
No, it was the Centaur guy. Remember you were fighting that guy?
Oh, the Lionel?
Oh yeah!
The
Oh my
Lionel?
god, the Lionel
And she was like, "All right, I need your help," and I would like die.
with the lightning, dude.
Yeah, I would die, and I could like feel she would like exhale and be like, "He didn't beat it," and then I did beat it, and she got mad at me.
Even though I asked him to help.
Even
me.
though she asked me to help,
'Cause
she got
I was
mad
hoping
when I
he
beat
would
it.
he would lose. So I could
I
be
want to
like,
beat it!
So I could be like, oh, so it is hard. Okay, now I can beat it, and then he will be proud of me. But instead, he was like, here you go.
That was
Yep.
nothing.
It's done.
1
I've
star.
done
I
it.
didn't say it was nothing. To be fair, it took me a long time, and
It's-
it was honestly just the Soulsborne player in me.
Yeah, you were like,
Just
I have to complete this.
analyzing his attack patterns. All right, he's
Exactly.
gonna do this. All right, this attack goes this far. Okay, parry, roll, strike.
Get
mhm,
the
yes,
fury,
mhm.
the fury rush.
Yes, the Fury Rush.
Flurry rush.
Flurry Rush, I think it is.
That's it. But Tears of the Kingdom,
I want to play it so bad.
it pretty much just
Dude, that
Built-
looks like such a good game.
Yeah.
it pretty much builds upon what Breath of the Wild like mastered
Yeah.
and just completely perfects it. And the fact that there's 3 maps, you can go in the sky, you can play on Hyrule, and you can play in the depths.
What are the depths?
The depths are cave systems underneath Hyrule.
Oh.
Yeah, a whole bunch of caves opened up during the very beginning of Tears of the Kingdom because you entered a new age
Oh yeah.
because you got out of the calamity when Zelda came back, but now you're technically in the age of upheaval because Ganondorf shows up and he's like, I have cool gloom powers because this stuff comes around called gloom and it's like this red, black,
yeah, I've seen that goop.
goop that coats places and it'll just sap your life away if you stand in it.
Oh,
It'll
cool.
just kill you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. I
yeah.
heard Ganon's real sexy in this one too.
Oh,
I've seen
God,
so many
don't talk to
TikTok
me about
thirst
it.
traps about him, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta love a
But-
good thirst
but-
trap.
You gotta love it.
There's more thirst traps than just him in this game. Gotta say.
Are you talking about Shark Man?
Oh, there's more than just him
So
too.
what you're saying is I got a new game to play.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
it's
I'm saying.
good.
That's what I'm
Breath
saying.
of the Wild also has sexy Shark Man. in it.
We have
It
the
does.
first one.
He's even
That's the way
sexier
I
now,
feel
though.
about
That's
it.
Breath of the
Yeah,
Wild.
but now he has a fiance.
I know, but you can still have a 3-way.
That is
fish
a thing.
people.
Fish
And
people. Fish people are probably freaky. You know what I'm saying?
and technically his older sister was in love with you, but you know he does consider you his best friend and would do anything for you.
She died.
Anything.
You know, anything.
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 I'll put an emphasis
No,
on
he
that.
doesn't want. That's not. No, the
He's-
wife is just extra added baggage in this
I
situation.
mean,
We're
yeah.
getting to sexy shark man.
He's
not
in the
wife.
royal line. He has to have a wife. Like it
Yeah,
just makes
Yeah.
sense.
That's fair.
Even if Link wants to fuck.
So she's just in the way.
She's just an obstacle.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like
Exactly.
she's like a political figure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Somebody
She's
you have to
She's
get
just
along with.
there
but you
for
don't.
show and fun.
Like
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's the depths, which is an entire cave system full of gloom. Like it's
Oh,
just
okay.
covered in it, and it's completely black. You can't see anything.
You have to go in there for lots of stuff, don't you?
Yeah, that's where most of the armor gear is.
Love
but-
That's where all the good stuff
it.
is.
What you do is there's these seeds in the game called bright seeds.
Oh, I thought you were about to talk about the Korok seeds. I was
No,
like,
I'm
those
not
poor
talking about
Koroks are
Koroks.
having
I'm not-
a hard
not-
time right
they're-
now.
They honestly need God's grace at this point.
They do. They need help.
Jesus
He
for
needs
real.
some milk.
He needs some milk. Yes, but the seeds I'm talking about, you throw on the ground and they turn into a plant that produces light.
Oh.
And you use those to pretty much navigate through the depths until you find
Kind of like using torches.
yes, until you find a thing called a light root, which will light up a whole area and give you part of the map underground.
Word.
It's fucking amazing. There's a whole bunch of structures down there.
Word.
And Hyrule completely changed once Ganondorf awoken. Because
Wait, I thought he was awakened.
no,
Did not
been a
he
while.
was the calamity.
Oh, that's right.
that was
that's right,
that was a
that's right.
manifestation of him being sealed.
Yeah,
Just
That's right.
being around.
I forgot.
Oh.
Yeah, you getting it now. You putting it together.
Yeah. Put
It's
it together.
locking in.
Yeah.
Puzzle pieces.
so Ganon awakens finally.
Yeah,
The device that had sealed him
breaks.
no longer is working once Zelda and Link show up in front of it. Zelda gets teleported away, and you don't know where she is. And the whole game you're looking for her.
And then you probably get your ass beat by
She's in
Ganon.
another castle.
Ganon saps all of your life force and breaks the Master Sword at the beginning of the game.
With
I
that
have
big,
seen pictures of that.
with that big
Absolutely.
stone sword that you kill us with in Smash all the time.
No, he did it with gloom and nothing else.
Oh,
And then he pushed the Hyrule Castle into the air. And it's now floating on a pillar of gloom.
Okay.
Yeah.
lovely.
Okay.
And with that, the whole topography of Hyrule changed. So there's like caves now open, there's like different weird weather effects that are happening in different places, like the Zora are dealing with sludge falling from the sky, polluting their water, and
Oh.
it kills them if it gets in their gills.
Okay.
The Gorons have this rock that has now formed in Death Mountain that if they eat, they don't care about anything else except for that rock. It's pretty much crack. It's crack.
Oh, okay.
It's
It's
a
a
drug
crack
rock.
rock.
So
It's
it's a
crack
drug rock. It's
Yes,
crack rock.
but
Okay.
they eat rocks, that's what they do.
Yeah.
So they were
'Cause
like,
they're
oh, a
rock
new
monsters.
rock to start eating, and
Then they
the
only
whole village is now completely
addicted
All
to
about
crack.
this rock.
yes.
All
And
about this rock.
the Rito, I don't even know what happens with the Gerudos yet, but the Rito are stuck in a blizzard. The entire
That's the birds, right?
yes,
Yeah.
the entire that whole city is frozen over when you get over there
Yeah.
because everything changes.
Wow.
And it's amazing. There's no, there's none of the ancient technology anymore though. So all of the towers that were
Yeah.
in the other game aren't there anymore. They built new ones in their place because
So you still have to hear that terrifying fucking music that plays whenever one of them spots you?
Oh.
Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo.
No,
Those
you
are the
don't.
guardians.
The
Those
Guardians.
are gone.
Guardians are
Guardians
gone!
are gone, replaced
Gone.
with something I think is far worse.
No!
What?
Something called Gloom Hands. It is a pool of gloom that moves,
Okay.
It'll follow you around if you're
So
standing
it's
on
like
the
the
bus.
master hand, but goopy.
And it's not just one hand. It's like a whole bunch of tentacles of hands with eyes in the palm, and they'll just attack you and grab you and like suck your life force out and then throw you and
Kinky.
yeah, very kinky.
Okay.
I have recently heard that if you beat the Gloom Hands, a Phantom Ganon comes out and will start fighting you. And
Have you ever beaten
No.
a Gloom hand?
I'm sorry.
He said,
Here's your
no.
here's your reward
No.
for beating this super hard mob. It's
Another
even
one!
harder
A
mob.
super hard
Joke's
boss.
on you.
I honestly think that might be how you beat the game.
It's by beating.
It's by
Beating the
beating a
Gloom
Gloom
Hands.
Hand and then beating Phantom Ganon, and
then
then
beating
Ganon
Rain Ganon.
yeah, shows up.
Damn.
Damn.
And
Already
he just and
finding
the hand
game
just
shit.
roams. It'll just go around.
Oh, they like roam around the map.
Terrifying.
Oh,
They'll show up.
That's
Like
terrifying.
you'll be like at a castle or something, just climbing through some ruins, and like these red flecks will start appearing in the air, and you're like, "Is this the Blood Moon?" Because you know in the first one, Blood Moon, Zelda
It
was like the
resets
Blood
them,
Moon.
yeah.
So now.
The
The blood
Moon.
moon. It's worse. Now she's like, the blood-stained moon will ruin the world. Yeah, it's like gotten 10 times worse.
Oh wow.
I love it. I love the enthusiasm, Zelda.
The
But
Blood
yeah,
Moon.
the same effect will come, but you'll be like midday, and the hands will just appear.
Okay.
That's terrifying.
Jazz
Say it again.
hands.
I know I
Jazz
said it a lot.
hands.
Jazz
It's
hands.
fucking terrifying.
You can teleport though, as
Oh,
long as you
cool.
know
That's-
another.
Oh yeah.
Shh, yeah.
The little tower thing.
Yep.
I've
Or
seen-
shrines. There's new shrines too.
I've
Oh.
seen people build the big people with like rockets on their butts.
Oh yeah, the
Oh.
AC-130s
and like
in the air.
penises
Dude,
and shit
the
on
building
them, and
in
then
this
they
game
just
is
drive
it's
off.
Fucking
amazing.
ridiculous how this.
Oh.
It's ridiculous.
I've seen people build like ACP-130s.
Yep.
Like
Full
With-
jet planes.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
And
a
just
way-
Cannons, lasers. There's an
Lasering.
orbital laser.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
I've seen people like speed run type shit.
Yeah.
They'll like just create a box and push it off a cliff.
Mhm.
As long as you're climbing on the wall, you'll survive
Yep.
the fall.
Yep.
And I'm like, this is ridiculous.
This is
man.
ridiculous,
It's
man.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, and that only works if the box stays in a certain position. Because if the box is rotating and you end up on the bottom while you're still holding on,
Oh yeah.
it'll crush you and kill you. Because-
But if you land upside down, you'll still survive.
there you go.
I just don't know how you'll get off. That's
I've also seen people disrespecting the fuck out of the Koroks.
yes.
Yes, dude, that
Just
it's
beating
out of
the
it's
shit out
out
of
of
them.
hand. Honestly, I've seen them on crucifixes.
I've seen them
burned.
burned.
I've
Oh,
seen them
so
on a
it's the
spit roast.
equivalent of getting a villager you hate off of Animal Crossing.
Yes, but they
Yeah.
don't die. They just are forever tortured.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're looking
And
for
they're
their
really
friends.
sweet little guys.
They're looking for their friends.
They're
They have a
just looking
backpack.
for their friends.
Their
Why are
friend
people
is-
doing this to them?
Their friend's close to them. They got too tired. They need to take a nap, and you're like, okay, so you can help them get there, or you can pick them up and put
Torture
them
them.
on a crucifix.
When you're
You know?
picking them up and put them across
Yeah.
and make them repent.
Those
and
are
make
the
them
options,
regret
apparently.
that there are 90 or that there are 1,000 of them.
All right.
Repent.
Repent for your sins.
Repent for your sins.
Sorrow spread.
Sorrow
spread.
spread.
So who wants to go next?
I can go next if everybody's ready. Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
Trey.
All right. So at my number 5 spot, it's probably gonna be again on a lot of people's lists.
Mhm.
Probably Ratchet and Clank. Bro.
Yes.
Oh.
Ratchet and Clank.
Series
I
of
played-
Ratchet and Clank, dude.
Yes, sir.
Yep. I played it way back in the day. My brother had a PS2, and I only was allowed to play Guitar Hero on it. So I never really got to play any PlayStation games, but there was a friend of mine who had Ratchet and Clank, and he let me play with him, and I absolutely loved the shit out of
It
that.
is awesome.
That's a good game.
I have one that still works. I don't remember what it's called, but I think the coolest thing about it was like as you killed enemies, like your guns would upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You wouldn't have to like spend.
Yeah, you
anything.
wouldn't have
was,
to-
It would do it
like
on its
passive.
own.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
it was great. And then my favorite one has to be Ratchet and Clank. It has to be Ratchet Deadlocked.
Deadlocked.
Yeah, Deadlocked was my favorite Ratchet and Clank game because it was really gritty. You know, I felt like the series aged with me because like it got more wacky and the humor got a little more adult and then it got more adult and then
Yeah.
that game dropped and it was really gritty and I liked it.
Mhm.
It was really, really good.
Hell yeah. I'm a big fan of the new one.
I have not played the new one. I need to.
What?
Yet.
Dude, it's so good.
I haven't played. I think there's 2 new ones, right? I haven't played either new
Rift
one.
Apart is the newest one, and then there's
Yeah.
one for the PS4.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say there was one for
That's,
the
a,
PS4
that's a good
that
one too.
I didn't play that one or the one for the P5.
I think I have the PS4 one on the external.
I think I only
Sorry,
played
so-
Ratchet and Clank 2.
Really?
Really?
Yep.
I think
That's
that's
the
the
only
one
one?
that I had. You like went to the different planets and stuff.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Because I was on one planet the whole time I played.
Dude,
with that
I
game.
used to get stuck on some of those planets and be like
furious.
furious, bro. Just like,
Just
where
angry,
am I
man.
supposed
Where
to
am I supposed to
fucking
go? Yep.
Like,
They don't
We're
tell
so-
you.
I
And
feel
the
like
hit
we're so
system was
spoiled.
awful.
Yeah, we're so spoiled now.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
we got walkthroughs.
They'll
you
guide
can just
us.
look it up.
Guides,
There's like a
yeah.
game wiki
There's
for
a
every
video that'll show
game.
you exactly where every single thing that you will need to find.
Yep.
Yeah, and I can't for the life of me to this day remember what progresses you through the planets for Ratchet and Clank. I honestly can't.
That's fair. I couldn't tell you.
Probably just like walking through and covering the map. I would assume. I have no idea.
I have
Or
no
a
idea.
portal somewhere. Who knows?
What am I at? That was 4, right? That was 5.
That was 5.
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank for number 5. Number 4, also, you know, we're all about the same age, going to be on a lot of people's lists.
Okay.
Bioshock.
Yeah,
But
of
only
course,
2 of
man.
them. But only.
Whoa!
I've
If you're
wondered
leaving,
which
if you're
two.
leaving
Hold
Infinite
on.
out, then
You
you,
know
don't
I
have a
played-
good opinion, bro.
I played Infinite.
I'm just being.
I liked it, right, but it just, I'm sorry.
I played
I'm
Infinite
gonna-
first.
I'm gonna get
Me
hate
too.
for it,
It's good.
but it's not
good.
on this list with the first 2. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
Hey, that's
I
fair.
love
It's
Rapture.
it's a very different game.
Rapture
yeah, it was Rapture,
very
the
good.
setting, the
The
environment,
the
the
aesthetic
aesthetics.
Mwah.
The whole experience was just better, and I liked being a Big Daddy. I thought the Big
Yeah.
Daddies
That
were
was
really
very
cool,
cool.
and I thought that was an element they really missed out on.
Didn't the
for
second
third
one,
game.
or the third one was the Big Sisters, right? Or
No, the third
second
one
The
is
second one.
Infinite.
The
third
second
one's
one was the
Infinite.
Big Sisters.
The second one is the Big Sisters, but third
I never
is
played
Infinite.
the second one. I just played the first
I
one.
The
played
second
that.
one is actually the first one that I played.
Oh, really?
I didn't play the first one.
I played the
first.
first
Oh.
one because that was the only one that was out at the
Mhm.
time, and then I played the second one when it came out.
Uh-huh.
And then Infinite came out, and I saw like the previews for it, and I didn't even think it was a Bioshock game. Like when the ad aired, and then it said it was
Yeah.
Bioshock, and I was like, oh, that's $60 of my dollars they won't get because I like saw it and was like,
It's
don't
not
want
underwater,
They did do an ode to Rapture in Infinite though.
Did they?
Yeah, there was that part where you're almost at the end and you're going through all the lighthouses.
oh yeah, I remember that.
And then
you go
there's
past
one
the
universe
plane
where
crash.
you go to Rapture, yeah.
And like of that lighthouse is the lighthouse that you crawled to.
Yeah,
The first
when the plane crashes, yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
It's the
That's
same
wonderful.
world.
it's
The same world.
You just went up and set it down.
You just went
Yeah,
into
exactly.
the sky.
I just I didn't.
That's
like
fair.
it as
I just
much.
loved how complex the story was in Infinite. Like you
Yes,
had the
that was
prophet
good.
that was like the bad guy the whole time, and then he turns out to be Elizabeth's father, and then he also turns out to be you,
Yeah.
but you kill him. But then in another universe he lives and he is you. From that universe. It's a lot.
It's a
That's
lot.
With the
of
same
shit.
daughter or something, man. Or he's like takes her from your universe. And that's how she loses her
I think
pinky.
it's something like that.
It's a
yeah.
lot, man.
Yeah,
It's
like,
a lot.
the
But it's
portal-
good,
The portal
it's good.
closes around her finger.
Around her pinky, yeah.
Seems it
Yeah.
off,
She's got
Something
the thimble
like
on
that.
it.
The thimble.
The thimble. Number 3 is gonna be the Fallout series. I
Knew it was
love
coming.
every single one of them to death.
They're
I
amazing.
played the absolute shit out of Fallout when it was introduced to me on the 360.
Yeah.
Like, I would spend hours upon hours, and this is probably where I'll get the most judgment. I committed atrocious war crimes in the Fallout series.
You're a horrible person.
I'm gonna be 100% honest
Just
with
murder.
y'all.
It's not the
Terrible
ghouls.
Y'all, no, not the ghouls.
Not the
ghouls.
Not the men.
Not the men.
Not
Not
the
children.
And the
too.
children
Not-
too.
not what you would rationally think. No, I said war crimes.
You were supposed to destroy the Sith.
Not join them.
I Oh man.
Also, remember how I was talking about like the whole merchant thing earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Skyrim, it's a little harder to wipe out a town than it is in Fallout.
That's
There were lots, and I used to mutilate people, man. Like if an NPC like especially pissed me off, or like
Bro, Diamond City.
you saw she saw a taste of it. She wanted to
Bro.
play Fallout 4 with me, and I was like, "Are you 100% sure?" Because I 100% do not play Fallout conventionally, and she didn't understand what I meant until we got to Diamond City.
The only reason Diamond City got a pass from me is because they had Nick Valentine in it, and that was my boy.
I know
That was
but
my boy through
The-
the game.
the rest of them got it bad, especially when like I got power armor and people started to have pieces I
yeah.
wanted, and I
Yeah.
like didn't have the caps for it
Dude,
because for some reason.
76.
Dude, for some reason in 4, like, it was dummy hard to get caps. Like, I remember I used to ball out in 3 in New Vegas.
Yeah.
Yo, I would go and wipe out, like, a whole bunch of raiders and, like, have 100 pounds of equipment, sell it all, and have, like, 10,000 caps. And then buy out places.
Yep.
Or
Completely take everything.
or murder everyone in a small town and go to one of the major towns and sell everything. You know, whatever.
Standard shit.
Yeah.
Standard, you
One
know,
or
it's
the
the
other.
wasteland, so, you know, I really had
It's
to
really
get into the
50-50.
experience. It's about 50-50.
50-50.
Depends on how big your town is, how important you are to the story, and what your relationship to the Brotherhood of Steel was, because I fucked with them heavy. I went with them every
Deep.
game.
Of course you did. I believe that.
I fucked with the Brotherhood of Steel by default because they had the coolest shit.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
but most of the time, if I could pick, it was the railroad that I was helping.
railroad.
Yeah,
The railroad got my help.
yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I'll go
Yeah.
with the Brotherhood of Steel.
But then you could get
Because I gotta
cool
do this
gear
shit
from
for
the
the
Brotherhood
gang or
and then
whatever.
help the railroad.
Yeah, exactly.
That's usually what I did.
The Enclave, though, which was really fucked up in 3, is they had the cooler armor set in Fallout 3. They had the, what was it called? Tesla coil armor.
Mm.
And it was super badass.
Yeah. I believe it. I don't remember it though.
It,
Me
like,
neither.
had these green coils on the
When
shoulder
it would
pads.
shot people.
Yeah, like when they would do melee damage to you, it would, like, do plasma and shock damage to them.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
ridiculous.
really, really OP.
I don't think I ever
Yeah.
did anything for the Enclave.
I mean, you didn't
I
didn't
can't
really
remember
do
back
anything
on it.
for them in 3. They were more so like an enemy,
Mhm.
and you could loot their power armor off of them.
Oh.
Because in 3 and 3 in New Vegas, you had to. It was like a passive skill you had to learn from the Brotherhood or someone who knew how to use power armor. It was like power armor training that you had to go through.
Gotcha.
Instead of fusion cores, because people like me bitched and complained that you don't get power armor until like 50% of the way through the game, which is pretty annoying. I'd rather just have rusty, shitty Raider power armor like
Yeah.
in 76 with a fusion core and not die every 5
Dude, I had
seconds.
Raider armor on my power suit on 76 for so fucking long,
for
dude.
so long. 76 would be on this list too, but multiplayer.
Yeah.
It's, it's
Yeah,
online.
yeah.
Only multiplayer.
Fallout
Yeah.
4 was really my favorite.
Yeah, I think if I had to
It was
pick
a
a
good one.
favorite Fallout, it would definitely be New Vegas.
Mm.
New Vegas was
Yeah.
my favorite.
I heard they're coming out with another one.
I heard that too, and I blew the biggest load in my pants ever.
Vegas too.
Two.
Yes, New
Yeah.
Vegas too. I blew
saw
a
it.
huge load.
I
in
think
my
I sent it
pants.
to you. I was like, I know he's gonna.
Yep.
He's
They
gonna
did a little
fucking-
ode to New Vegas in
I
76,
think
didn't
they're.
they?
I think yes,
Yeah,
they
I
did.
believe they did.
I think they're actually gonna continue the story right off
From where it ends.
New Vegas.
That's pretty good.
So you'll get to
That'd be
see
cool.
like which is what I've really always wanted from the Fallout series is like, yes, you get to see like the, turmoil and leading up to like
Freeing them from it.
yeah, that area, really getting its feet underneath it and, prospering because it doesn't really, they didn't really have the coding power to do that kind of environment change back then, but now they do, so I'm really interested to see in how they're going to do that. If they're going to, like, have an option like Halo Combat Evolved did where you could switch from new graphics to old graphics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to see, like, the difference in...
Yeah, how it would look.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I really want to get that game though.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
It's
I
gonna be
think
good.
we should definitely do and here it goes again.
Let's play.
A let's play. Thank you. You guys remembered the word, so I didn't have to
Yeah.
overstimulate myself scratching my brain for it. Yeah.
Again,
Well,
for the
definitely
rest
have
of
to
the
do, like-
podcast, we had to.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to do a let's play of that for like the upcoming YouTube channel. By the way, I was going to tell you guys I'm going to make a YouTube channel for that kind of thing. For the
Okie
podcast, so be looking out for the Tram on YouTube coming
Awesome.
soon.
That'll be so awesome too to play like scary games.
Yeah, and
like
we
all
can-
of us.
We can have.
Okay,
Sam
but I can
play
get that
all
game
the
Madison, bro.
Like all the PlayStation
Can't.
games, like all the PlayStation exclusives.
Yeah,
We
we
can shit our
can do
pants.
that
If,
too.
I haven't
if
done
there
that.
were any that you were looking for,
Yeah.
that hurts so bad. That hurts so bad.
I hate.
God of War for sure is gonna be on.
Dude.
Yeah.
I played
know
I
you're
played a
so-
good
I
amount of
love God
Ragnarok.
of War.
It's like
I played a good amount of Ragnarok, but
it's so good.
Yeah,
I'm,
it's
I'm
so
ready
good.
to run
Wait.
through.
It made me
this
cry
new
my
No.
Game
eyes
Plus
out.
stuff.
I didn't play Ragnarok. I
You
just
played the
played
fourth
4.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2018.
Yeah.
The
game.
fourth one didn't hit as much as the other ones did.
I liked it.
Sounds like a hater to me.
It's not a hater.
If
It's a
you grew
die
up-
hard
if
from
you
the
grew up
beginning,
with
bro.
The old ones, like, you're
It's
like,
different.
it's
Very
so-
different.
it's
You
It's-
play the fourth one for the story, not the gameplay.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's
I was about
very
to
fair.
say. I was about to say.
I do
played,
it for collecting things.
I played
do it
the
for-
old ones.
I
but-
do too, bro.
But it was so
Trophies.
nice seeing like Kratos
Yeah, that
Yeah,
character
come back.
development was
Come-
definitely
yeah.
it was nice.
soften up
Mm-hmm.
with age. It was nice.
So now we're getting to the nitty gritty. We did 3. Now
Yep.
we're in the top
Top
2.
two.
Yes.
Top 2.
Number 2 is gonna be the Halo series.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because
I knew it was gonna be on here.
yeah, it's definitely it's high up there on my list. Sentimental reasons,
yeah.
It was the
Nostalgia.
first shooter that I ever played on the original, like 32-pound Xbox
Yeah.
original with
Heavy shit.
Yep.
the 13-pound freaking huge controller the size of
The
a
charging
candle.
Yeah.
block
Yeah.
thing that
The
goes in the wall.
yeah. And I
Holy
used to play it
shit.
with my dad and like all his buddies that were like in their like early to late 20s, and we used to have like LAN parties at my dad's apartment, and it was
Yeah.
it was really fun. I remember the first time I beat my dad. I'll never forget it. He threw his controller at the entertainment center and swore I was cheating.
What's 18 more years?
Honestly, he was like, "There's no way
Make
you're
another
cheating."
kid.
You're cheating.
He's like, "You're cheating. There's no way you're this young and you're already starting to beat me at things." And I refuse.
I refuse.
I want to redo.
I want
Redo.
Take him back.
1v1.
Sorry for
Factory reset.
airing you out on that one, Dad. Whenever you listen to that episode, I'm sure I'll hear about that one. That's not how it happened. You were cheating. I swear. Look at me
You
now.
kept unplugging my controller.
Look at me now. An FPS sweat.
Ah.
What
Oh,
was
really?
what was the
Wildly.
storyline of Halo?
The original Halo?
like,
It was
I
the
don't
Flood. No, it was the
Yeah.
Flood. The Flood had came in
Yeah.
the original Halo.
The flood.
And you were going around trying to, the Covenant were trying to fire the Halo rings, which essentially eliminates all life in the galaxy.
It kills it all. It kills everything in reset.
It kills it all, yeah. But I think you, like, blow up a planet with, like, the main ship of the Flood on it.
Mm.
Or something
like
along those
Yeah.
lines, and like the Arbiter becomes the Arbiter as well. He like helps you at the end,
Mm-hmm.
and then they like dishonor him, and that's when they introduced the Brutes in 2,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I think I only ever played Halo 5.
What, dude? You're not even playing the golden
Halo.
years of
I never had
Halo.
an
Halo
Xbox.
3
Yeah,
was the first one I played.
PlayStation family all the way.
PlayStation family,
Who is Xbox, bro?
Who the
I know.
fuck
Hey,
is
look,
a Xbox, bro? Nobody to
we
me.
never played the story.
X did not
Yeah.
mark the spot, bro.
Yeah.
For real, I've never seen that man in
Honest-
my life.
Hey, look. I'm a PlayStation guy through and through. I wish Bungie would have got to keep a hold of Halo.
Eh.
I really, really wish they would have been able to take it with them and bring it to PlayStation. That way, I wouldn't feel the need to buy an Xbox just to
to have
play
Halo.
I feel
Halo.
like that's the only surviving thing Xbox has.
It is.
Halo.
Dead ass.
It
Dead
is.
ass.
That
It
is
'cause
why
it
they're
is.
buying a lot of these developing companies right now. They've bought Bethesda. They
They're
just
trying
bought.
very hard to save face. Right?
Yeah.
They
Halo's
just
the
bought
only thing that
Activision.
And honestly, I'd
recently.
rather just get a PC than get an Xbox. And
Yeah,
Oh,
I-
yeah. I didn't even think about that.
I
I
just-
just
Yeah,
Halo on a computer.
everything.
Halo on a
Exactly.
computer.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Shit.
Exactly. So I just take the L right now, and I just don't play Halo, even though I heard the new one has like a ranked system and all that. And you guys know
It
how I
does.
am about
He has to
competitive play
be
and
number one.
He was
Number
number
one.
one.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you
Tip?
very much. Thank you very much. And then number one on my list.
Yeah.
I don't know if a lot of you guys are gonna know this, but the Titanfall series, Titanfall and Titanfall 2. I love Titanfall 2. The ending of it. Oh my God! When he's destroying the arc reactor and it's running through the protocols and it's like Protocol 1, complete the mission. Protocol 2, it was something else. And then it was like Protocol 3 and then it glitched and it was
Save
like
the pilot.
yeah, it was
Protect the pilot. Yeah.
And he like pops the socket and he like grabs you and you're like, no, and he's like, boom, and he throws you out. And I, not even gonna lie, dude,
That
I
shit.
cried like a big ass
Yeah.
baby bitch. I was like, BT now!
I think
It's
that's
such
a
a
big
good
part
story.
of why you like
Yeah,
Apex so much.
yeah, it's
It's because they put little
Respawn
bits
did
like
such
that
a
in
good
there.
job
I mean, they
with
made a
that
good
game.
world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the element and world building in that was just
In 2 alone, honestly.
yeah.
Because
Because
like,
one
I played,
didn't even have a story. It was
No,
like
it didn't really.
Shooter game.
shooter
yeah.
game. Yeah, it was
You
like their
shoot
first
things.
game that
Shoot
they
'em up.
made.
You shoot things.
And then they came with 2, and they were just like, "Look, this is what we're doing.
This is
And
our
I-
whole story.
I'm gonna put my
Yeah.
dick on the table.
I'm gonna put my dick
And you're
on the
gonna
table
eat it,
right
bro.
now."
Let's unroll this.
And I said, "Yes, sir.
I gotta get my
Don't
bib,
mind
bro.
if I-
Don't mind if I do. Let me tie my bib on here."
Hell yeah.
Thank you
Where's
for
the
dinner.
cutlery?
Thank you.
And the just like the Titans were so cool. Like it was
Yeah.
such a cool aspect. It like was a very good ode to Gundam in a
It
way,
was.
but
Yeah.
bringing a fresh element to it with
Mhm.
like the Neuralink and stuff like that. I mean, I know they have that in Gundam, but
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was a great game, and it
Yeah.
was an amazing like Western adaptation of that.
yes, it was. It was very, very good. And like the wall running and the movement, the mechanics,
Mm-hmm.
everything was just really, really, really great. And that's why it is at my number one spot.
Mhm.
Would be
Very
Titanfall
good,
2.
dude.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It's an amazing game. I love it. I gotta say.
It's amazing.
Who's next? We want to have Noah go
Noah,
next.
you want to go next?
I don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
I do have a couple of honorable mentions.
Of course,
That's
you
fair.
can. Nice.
Not for real, I get that.
I
Yeah.
get that though.
It's hard to
understand.
just name. It's hard to just
It
name five.
is.
Yeah.
Unless you mean I struggled to make 5.
So let's start with the first
I've
honorable
never
mention.
played it.
So the first honorable mention was Pokemon Pearl.
Mm.
Ooh.
That's fair.
Because that's what I grew up with. Put
Yeah.
like 700, 800 hours into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna also say all my honorable mentions are all the Pokemon games.
Yeah.
Because I
Pokemon's
did
amazing.
grow up on them. I just didn't want to take up
Yeah.
a whole lot of time.
That's fair.
So
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you,
yeah.
Noah, for bringing that back.
The other honorable mention is Undertale, as that was brought up earlier.
Yes.
I think it is probably one of the greatest game OSTs of all time.
True.
I completely
the music,
agree.
The music
Yeah.
in that game is
Oh my
Music
god. The
is
soundtrack
unreal.
alone, dude.
yeah.
It's
Shit
amazing.
is
Just-
fire.
Beautiful.
So at number 5 we've got Noita.
Noita. What's Noita?
What's Noita?
So Noita is basically
All together.
you play as a wizard and you can choose through different presets. So like you could be an Earth Wizard, a Fire Wizard, an Ice Wizard.
Wizards
So
The
101?
Avatar was.
So it's a 16-bit game
Mm.
where you fight monsters, collect gold, and try to get to the portal down at the bottom of the level. It's kind of like Spelunky,
Okay.
Okay.
except you're playing as a wizard. And at the end of each stage, like you get to have the ability to purchase perks that help you get to the next stage, and you go through like 6 or 7 portals until you reach the final boss, which is called the.
Spelunker.
It's a roguelike game,
It
so
is
you get to
called the
run through and then you die and you start
the
at the
Call Me
beginning.
Sealma.
Call me Sealma.
The Call Me Sealma.
Call me Sealma.
Interesting. It looks like
That's a giant spider.
a
Oh,
giant
Lord.
spider with a tail with spines sticking out of it.
Oh,
Okay.
that sounds
I'll just
terrifying.
pass
We have
this
a
around.
gander.
I thought she
Wow.
was. I thought she was actively looking
Away.
from
What the
picture.
hell?
It's like I don't want to fucking see that.
Oh,
Yeah,
alright.
Okay.
You've spooked me.
The fucking.
So
bottom
it's
half of it
it's
looks
a
like-
lot like the DJ from
Five Nights at
Five
Freddy's?
Nights.
Security Breach.
Oh my
Also,
god!
DJ.
I wanted to
That
say
guy.
something
That guy.
funny, Sam,
The
about,
BTS.
Thanks for bringing
I'm
back
shaking.
that nightmare.
Flashbacks to Noms, bro.
Yeah.
about
Oh,
Tears
God.
of the Kingdom.
Yes.
There's a shrine in there called "I'm About to Come" shrine. It's
I
very
believe it.
funny.
I believe it.
I
There's a
can't
whole
wait
bunch
till
of.
you get to that shrine and you
about to
text
come.
me and you be like,
I'm
"I
about
found
to
it! I'm about to come shrine!"
I'm there.
And I'm gonna be like, "You're about to come
Is that
shrine."
a Dreamy Bowl reference?
Is it?
Is it?
Guess you'll have to find out.
I guess I
I guess so.
At number 4, we have Resident Evil Village.
will. Ooh, excellent game.
That is a good game.
If you don't know the premise of it, you play as Ethan Winters trying to get your daughter that has been kidnapped from you.
Rose.
I loved watching Markiplier play
All of
Village.
all of the enemies that like played a huge spot in the story.
Yes.
I really appreciated, but there was one character that I loved more than all of them.
Big booba
That
lady.
was
Lady
That
Demetrescu, please
the
step on
Duke.
me.
The
The
Duke?
the
Duke.
Duke is my
The
goat.
Duke is very cool.
The Duke.
The
The Duke.
Duke.
That's the
He
big.
helps
That's
you,
the
doesn't
guy
he?
that helps
The
you, yeah,
round
with the
guy?
shot.
Yeah.
He's
That's the
he's
shot
the big
guy.
guy that's the
I think
vendor.
Heisenberg's my favorite.
I love him.
The guy with the big hammer that
Yeah.
can do the metal stuff.
No,
I love his
definitely,
like sense of humor.
definitely want Mommy Demetrescu to step.
Step
Yeah.
on me, please.
Step on me, Mommy.
You know she's like 9 feet tall.
Yeah, step on me, Mommy.
Bong Hongalo
Yeah.
Cougars.
Bong Hongalo
The
Cougars,
lady with
bro.
the-
What's wrong
the
with
big
you?
Yes.
Umbrella hat. Yeah.
Yeah.
She broke the fucking internet when
She
that
did.
shit dropped.
She
Dude,
did.
I
Yeah.
loved watching Mark and Jack play because they're like I share the very same mentality as them. They were both like, "Mommy, step on me, Mommy."
Mommy
Step on me.
milkers.
Yep.
I
And
loved-
then when she died in like 5 minutes, all 3 of us in unison were like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
Big booba mommy gone already? Not happy? Don't want play rest of game."
I loved the mods where people had the fly swatter
Yep,
and they
slap
smack
her
her
ass.
on the ass.
Run around.
Just
So what's your number 4?
So I did want to say one thing before I got
Yeah.
to number 3. Skyrim was also an honorable mention, and the only reason is because of the modability of it.
yes.
You could put so many mods into it, and it
Yeah.
would still, it would make the game so much better.
We
Or
love the
sometimes it
modability.
would make the game so much worse.
Yes.
Thomas
That was
the Tank
the
Engine
best
Train?
part.
But
though.
it really depends on what mod you get. But regardless of that, number 3 I have Omori.
Amore.
I have
We
that for the
just got
Switch.
that.
I haven't like got to really play it yet, but I'm
She
excited
literally
to.
just bought it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Omori is a fantastic game. Basically, the whole premise is that your friend Basil, if I remember his name is correct,
Basil.
I'm pretty sure his name is
Basil.
Basil. He gets kidnapped by these dark entities, and you're on a mission to find out where he went.
Mm-hmm.
And there are...
Poggers.
It's basically, the whole point of the game is getting over your fears. So in the beginning, you can't climb ladders because you're afraid of heights. You can't swim because you're afraid of drowning.
I feel
Wait,
that.
you mean you
can't go into the forest because you're afraid of spiders.
I feel that. Relatable.
So you mean
Yeah.
you can't swim
/hate this game.
because you're
I'm not gonna
actually
get
a
over my
devil fruit user in this game, right?
Oh my
Sure.
This guy.
Oh, here we go.
Had to tie it into One Piece.
But
It's his
every
entire
now and then,
personality.
I think when you complete a day and you go to sleep, you wake up in your house and there is amalgamations of like nightmare fuel that are like tracking you down a flight of stairs, and you have to. The only thing you can do is you can't fight back. The only thing you can do is you have to calm down.
Hmm.
That's the
okay.
only option that you have.
And how do you do that in the game? It's
It's
just an option.
it's just an option. That's the only
hit.
action you can do.
Well, there you go.
You have
Okay.
to calm down, bro. Like,
God.
And then once you
Just
do
calm
that,
down.
you go on to
Don't
the next
gaslight
day.
me throwing
Gotcha.
all this horror shit in my face and telling me to calm down.
Every night you
do
have
me
a
like
panic
that.
attack, and then you wake up.
But yeah, it's
That's
a
a
really good game. I really recommend if anybody can handle anxiety, depression, and suicidal ideation, then I recommend you check it out because it's got a really deep meaning behind it, and it's definitely worth checking out.
My
Yeah.
interest is
I'm
peaked.
so excited.
It's a
to play it.
Another
I loved reading the back
game along
of the
that
case when we got it.
deep vein that is an honorable mention for me, and I'm sure Natalie will have this on her list, is Detroit Become Human.
Great game. Great game.
Wow! It's so good. It's so good.
I know, right?
Dude,
It's so good, though.
it's
It
so
is.
good. The storyline is A1, dude.
Yeah. Detroit Become Human was an amazing game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
What's your number 2, Noah?
Coming in at number 2, we have the Faith series.
I don't think I've ever played that.
Faith is another 16-bit game where you play as a priest exorcising demons.
I've seen that one. I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that one. It's really good.
It's
It's like horror-y and like really
I-
gets under your skin. It's
I
really
bought
good.
the Unholy Trinity on Steam because it was on sale. I mean, I had already bought it off of itch.io, if you know what that is.
Yeah.
Like, I bought 1 and 2 for like $1 each.
Nice.
So I bought it on Steam for like $5 because it was on discount. And I played through all 3 of them.
Dude, it's
Amazing.
so good. It's underrated.
fucking fantastic. It's
More
so
people
underrated.
need to know about
So
it.
underrated.
It's
Yep.
so good, dude.
That's good that we're talking about these games
Hell
because
yeah.
now we
Everybody's
can,
gonna be like,
yeah, we can do let's plays of them all
A lot
together.
of- oh, Quite a few of these games on my list, I was expecting you guys to not have played.
And I love that.
That's fair. That's fair.
I get pointers for more.
Yeah.
You do.
You get points.
Number 1, my
It's
all-time
definitely-
favorite single-player game is The Evil Within.
That is a
Evil
good game.
Within.
That's a good
I've
game.
heard I haven't played it, but I've heard it's a really good game.
Synopsis.
Synopsis.
Give
I'm trying
Give
to
him the
remember.
give him the rundown.
I never actually finished it. I got stuck a lot.
I believe that. I think I played a good 30 minutes of the game before I...
It's another game where you lose your sanity and you have to find your daughter.
Yeah, you have to find your daughter.
But
Oh,
there's
okay.
It's the one-
Lost daughter thing.
It's the one where you're like you go back and forth from like you're like a policeman like stuck
then you go into
investigating
a nightmare
something, and then
world
yeah,
called
you go into a
Stand.
nightmare
Yeah.
world.
Interesting.
And you fight
We've
monsters
played it
and stuff.
before. It's the
She's
one
in
we
the
got
nightmare
stuck.
world, and that's where you have to save your daughter.
Yeah,
But
So
you have
you-
to fight. There's this guy called Ruvik
okay.
who can teleport,
Mm.
and if you're not careful, he can kill you in like 2 hits.
Oh wow! All right, that you gotta love that.
It was
game.
either
That's
2
awesome.
hits or it was 1 hit because he grabs you by the neck, lifts you up, and then crushes your skull.
Oh, cool.
It's
Yeah.
just a guy that
Yeah,
murders you.
cool.
I liked
Yeah,
waiting like
Cool.
I liked waiting
No
like
doubt,
20
no doubt, no
minutes
doubt.
in the beginning of the game where you're like in the locker
Uh-huh.
trying to get around the guy chasing you, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'll just sit here forever.
I'm just gonna stay
not
here.
moving, bro.
Thank you.
That's like when we tried to play Bendy in the Ink Machine.
Dude, oh my god, that game was so scary for no fucking
Yeah,
For
reason,
no reason.
dude.
I have a bunch of honorable mentions.
Like, it
too.
would finally get to a point where you get jump scared and it'd be like, that wasn't even scary. But the ambiance and the music
Like,
makes you so
terrifying.
I
fucking
don't
terrified.
even think we saw Bendy, but like 1 or 2
Yeah.
times before I was like, all right, babe, you either have to play or I'm not doing this.
Yep.
But yeah, it's not just the Evil Within 1, it's also the second one that came out. That one's
Yeah.
also really good, too.
Yep.
I haven't
Does he
played
ever
that.
get his daughter?
I never
think-
finished, so I don't
in the
know.
second
Take
I
him.
think at the end of the
No,
second one, he does get his daughter.
That's good.
It's
Finally
like
gets his
Liam
daughter.
Neeson, you
Yeah.
know?
Because they haven't come out with a third one.
Yeah.
Gets
They've
her,
only done the 2.
That's
gets her
right,
back,
your
she's
wife is
taken
the...
again, gets her back, taken again.
Endless cycle. Let's just
I
go
forgot.
Liam Neeson.
Well. The final boss is your wife.
Oh, what
Dang.
Wow.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah,
Sucks
so
to
it's
suck.
actually a metaphor about she's taking the kid.
Oh shit.
Oh, so they're
the
actually
fuck?
getting a...
Gotcha.
Yes.
It's actually
Yeah.
much darker than
Yikes.
that.
That's
Yep.
Love
why.
it.
That's why
Real
he's
world
lost it all.
problems.
He's losing insanity.
He's falling apart.
Oh.
Gotcha.
But I didn't like being stuck out in the wilderness with only 2 bullets, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah,
That is
it's
good.
awful. I
That's
hate
not fun.
games that like don't ever give you enough ammo.
Yeah, you're stuck in nowhere and you
Fuck
have
games
nothing.
Like that.
Yeah.
I hate. It's like the worst.
then going
game
back
ever
and forth
for
through
me.
all the mirrors, I'm like, where the fuck am I going?
Exactly.
Yep. We're good. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Alrighty.
Okay, so for my top 5, we're starting out with the 5th, right? We're going bottom
Yeah.
to
Bottom
top.
top.
You can go
Bottom
any way
to
you
top.
want to.
We're going
That's
bottom
true.
to top.
That's how everybody else has.
Okay, starting with my 5th place has got to be Jak and Daxter, the precursor legacy.
Yes, honorable mention for me.
PS2.
Too. Yep.
That was a good game. The whole thing. The first
Yes.
one, second one, and the third one.
The
Even
whole
the-
series, bro.
Even
were
the Daxter
amazing.
spin-off for the PSP. That
Yeah.
was
Even the
good,
racing
too.
one.
Dude,
bro.
the racing one was good for no reason. It was so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I loved playing Jak and Daxter. I played that as much as I could. I never had a PS2 that was my own. My brother would get all these games from my parents that were like stereotypical boy games like Jak and Daxter and Crash Bandicoot.
Ratchet.
And then I got a Nintendo DSi and I got Cooking Mama.
Yeah.
Cooking Mama.
And that was
wasn't
my
the same
game.
thing for me. Like, my brother got all the cool games, and I got, like,
For real.
Nintendo dogs. Granted, I love Nintendo dogs.
Like, I love Nintendo dogs. Don't get me wrong, I would have bought that on my own. But but why'd I get it? You know what I'm saying? Why was
Why
that
can't
the
I get
first
the
choice?
cool games? I'm
Yeah,
a
I want the
guy.
cool
Like,
games.
even I had Nintendogs.
I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nintendo
there's a
dogs
blue
was
one.
good. Nintendo dogs was
It's good.
It was a great game.
Yeah.
good. But
I had hella dogs.
Oh yeah.
Hella dogs.
Hella dogs.
Dogged up.
Dogged up.
my brother would always either leave it on for me to play, or we would play together, and we would do whoever dies, the next person would get the controller.
Yeah.
That's how I played with my brother a lot.
So it was really fun.
Yeah.
I think for the third one, I just watched him play it because it looked hard as fuck. And I was
Yeah.
a child.
You're like, I'm not doing that.
I was like, I'm not doing
3
that.
was super, super hard, though.
Yeah, 3 was the one where where Jak was grown up, right? And
He had light and dark powers.
he had a beard and everything, or like a little
Yeah.
mustache thingy.
A little goatee.
And he had the dark powers, and he had found out who his dad was and everything, and it was just shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
And so it was crazy. That was just a really good game that I had to bring up.
Hell yeah.
Number 4 is going to be Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Nice.
Nice.
It might not be the most serious game, but it's a good one.
It's good. It doesn't have to be serious to be good now.
Oh
Yeah, there may not have been much of a storyline. It may have just been killing people and stealing cars, but it was a good
Hey,
game.
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand
Yeah,
Theft
it's
Auto.
It's
good.
in the title.
My next one has to be BioShock.
Yeah.
Hell
We're
yeah.
all gonna have it, man. It's just too good.
It's
It is
too
too
good.
good.
It's
It's a
too
good
good. My favorite though is Infinite, which
Good one.
I made that argument earlier. You know,
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's just really good.
Boo.
Okay, okay.
Alright.
I played the first one first, so I have that love for Rapture. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the first one was a bad game. I'm just saying that Infinite, is more my style. It was
I don't know.
not-
I just didn't dig the animation style.
I
didn't-
feel
loved
that.
it.
I
I
feel that
did not
playing the
dig the
first one and the
graphics.
second one, and then going
Exactly.
to that one was definitely hard to face.
Yeah.
I feel like
but
if
it's
it
still
was
a good game.
Yeah,
if it
it's
was
still
a
good.
different game, like if it wasn't BioShock, if it was like a different game from that company,
Or if they
and it
just
wasn't
would've
BioShock,
made
then
the
maybe it'd be
graphics
good.
the same as
Yeah,
the
'cause
first
like
and the second one, because I feel like that city would have looked really good in BioShock
Like,
1 and 2 graphics.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like that game would have looked so much better.
I don't
with
know. I still
better
loved it,
graphics.
dude.
I'm not saying I don't love it. I'm just saying it would
Yeah,
be better.
it
with
might be better. Yeah,
I feel like they kind of like
Gave
that
up.
that tie-in at the end is like your only real connection that's even a
Is what held it
BioShock
there,
game.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
the only
fair,
thing that
too.
makes it a BioShock game is that it had the
yeah. It
It
should
had
have.
the
It
lighthouse
should have
and
been
you
its
walked
own
around
thing.
in Rapture for like a couple
It should have been its own
Yeah.
thing. It was just in the same universe, so I
Yeah.
guess they were like,
Yeah.
It's
BioShock.
It's in the sky.
Yeah,
Right?
BioShock. And if it might, we just don't know. It might tie in even deeper. It's just that game was so stress inducing
Well, also
that
it was
you don't
very
really know
short,
what the fuck
too.
happened.
It was.
It was very
Yeah.
short.
I think
The
you can
story-
beat it in like 4.5 hours if you play.
Yeah, I
straight
think
through.
I think I beat it in like 2 days.
Yeah.
we
Yeah, I think
played
it
it
was.
together, and I think we beat it in a day.
Yeah, I just
you-
played
you
it
can sit down
straight
and
Yeah.
through.
play it.
Like it was
Yeah.
really good, obviously, because I played it in a
Yep.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
But-
fighting and the shooting
Yeah.
and the powers you had in that one were definitely super cool. The one with the
Yeah.
crows where they
Yeah,
came
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I love
That
the
one was
the
fucking
shooting was
cool.
a lot more fluid and infinite.
Yeah,
than it
definitely.
was in
I loved the
original. I
hooks
hated
too.
clicking.
Yeah.
The metal
Yeah.
hooks where you would
Yeah.
hang on to the railing and then
you
go
could, like,
through the
aim.
sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was fucking cool. My next one, not because I even played it,
What number is it?
but because I have to bring it up. I guess it'll be more of an honorable mention,
Okay.
but I have to bring up Alice the Madness Returns.
Oh my god, bro!
Because
How did I forget that
I
one?
played it. It's just I never got to finish it. I think if I finished it, it would be
On the
really, really
Dude,
dear
it's so
to me.
good. You have to
List.
finish it. I have it on the P3.
I got really far into it though.
Like-
I didn't just dip my toe in. The whole foot's in, but
Yep.
I didn't finish.
It's so good. I don't even want to spoil the ending for you. Like,
Once
it is
we get
so
the capture
good.
card, we can definitely also
I would
do a
love- yeah,
let's
I would
play
love
of
to
that.
do, like,
Yeah.
Because I've never played. I've seen
We've
it
played a
been
little
played.
bit at the alternate house, but we never finished it.
What is it? Not Mad Alice. Alice what?
Alice Madness Returns.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've played a little bit of like a level
We didn't get past like the
far
first
into-
chapter,
Yeah.
so
No, we didn't. But like your family's playing it upstairs. Has been playing it upstairs.
Yeah.
for-
It's a really good game.
It's a great
It
game.
looks-
The
it
art
looks-
style too is so
Good.
good. Just
Yeah.
everything
It's-
about it is great.
Another game like that is Lollipop Chainsaw. That was really
She
good.
Yes,
fucking
I
loves
fucking
that
love
game.
Lollipop
That is a really
Chainsaw.
good
Y'all
game.
bringing up such the oldies for me. Like, Jesus Christ. Bro, I got Lollipop Chainsaw for the P3, like,
Yeah.
again.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it's
Like, I had it in the beginning,
Yeah.
and I sold my P3 and all my games.
I remember
And
that.
then Cam got me another P3 and all the games for Christmas, and he got me a Lollipop Chainsaw, and I am so fucking happy. Like, I
We
haven't
definitely-
finished playing it
we-
again, but it is so
We
good.
definitely gotta do a let's play of that. That game
It's such
is
a
really
simple
good.
game, but it's still so fucking good.
I like that she has
And
her
the
boyfriend's
comedy-
head.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
on
The
Just-
comedy
Yeah.
that's in
Like
the game,
fucking,
like
Kratos.
it doesn't match what games have now to me.
It
Yeah,
doesn't.
no,
No,
it's
it
like-
doesn't.
It like just the liberties that games used to take.
Yeah,
in
and then
general.
it's like it was so cute and kawaii, but then it was like it's
Gruesome.
fucking
It's
zombies
like
and
gruesome.
gruesome.
Yeah.
Like
And it was funny without being cringy. Like I feel like
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
games could make the same jokes and it would be cringy, but that one was like, the whole game is a joke, so it makes like the
Yeah,
jokes
It's like
even
this,
funnier.
Like the scary movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
It definitely.
if you
Yeah.
understand that you're watching hot garbage, it's great.
It's
Yeah,
because you
it
know-
makes
'cause
it
it's what
great.
it is.
You have no
'Cause it is
expectations.
what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
and then it's like a nostalgia hit. Like games are so serious and beautiful now. Granted that was a beautiful games too, but it was so comedic in its time.
Yeah.
Like it just hits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
on a different level.
Mm-hmm.
So my second place spot has to go to Call of Duty Black Ops, the campaign.
The
Ooh,
campaign,
twist,
everyone, because I called her
twist.
out for it being a multiplayer
You didn't
game.
say anything when he said Halo and Titanfall.
I don't know anything about Halo or Titanfall.
Those are multiplayer games.
I don't
Hey,
play Xbox, and I don't know what Titanfall is.
Adron,
I don't know
it's
it.
me. Let's be be real here. If I'm playing a single player game, it has
a
some
multiplayer aspect.
multiplayer competitive aspect to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Out. Disqualified.
Delinquent.
Hey, have single player campaigns though.
Every single thing on your list invalid.
Delinquent.
The campaign though for Call of Duty Black Ops.
Yeah.
I gotta say it's an honorable mention for me.
It
too,
is
yeah.
so good. It's so good.
It's
It's a
so
great
good.
story.
It's so
It is.
good.
What do the numbers mean, Mason?
What are
do
the
they
numbers?
mean?
Yeah,
do
you're
they
playing.
mean?
I'm
You're
a
playing
pussy
as
and
Alex
I never
Mason.
played with multiplayer on zombies, so
That's fair. It's okay.
I never played a Call of Duty campaign.
Stop.
Wow.
That's
I haven't
actually
single
he's
Call of Duty.
actually capping right now.
I've never completed.
Yes,
Call
you
of Duty
have.
campaign.
We completed all of Infinite Warfare together
No,
at your
I-
mom's house.
I didn't do it by myself.
Still.
But you just said you
played
hadn't.
it.
Did we finish that?
Yes.
I thought we got up to like
Bro.
one or two more that we didn't.
No,
end up
it was
finishing. Did we
really
finish
fast.
that?
Yeah, because the
Oh,
Wi-Fi
maybe
wasn't
because
working.
It was so fast. Maybe because
Yeah.
it was so fast.
Exactly.
But
Just caught this
It
man in a
didn't
cap.
stick with me.
But the
You can remember.
campaign, the campaign for Black Ops was so unparalleled for me because it was so crazy finding out all the different stuff. Like you first start out the game and you're just a CIA operative that's just going to kill Fidel Castro.
Yeah,
And
you're
that's
just
the
doing
whole
the
point.
Bay of Pigs.
You just kill him, that's it. You go home to your family, and that's the only thing that you think is happening. And you get there and you kill him, but it's not him, it's his double agent. Or not double agent, it's
It's
a
his
body
body
double.
double,
It's a
yeah.
body double.
Doppelganger.
Yeah. And
An
you
alternate?
kill him, and then a bunch of stuff happens, and your team escapes without you so that they can, go on. And it just gets crazier and crazier. Castro...
Reznov not even being there throughout the
Dude,
whole thing
dude.
blew my mind
When he
because
when
in
they're-
World at
he's
War,
killing
Reznov
him.
was my favorite Russian character, and
Yeah.
I wanted more of him. And when
it
they
was just
reintroduced him in with Black Ops and Mason, I was like, yes, he's back.
back.
And then they took him from me
it's
again.
just Mason, bro.
Yep.
It was just
It was
Mason.
just Mason.
Just
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
just
the whole
Mason being
time.
nuts.
So after Castro catches you, because your team leaves and you killed the double, whatever. He comes out and he's like, okay, we're going to take you to this prison in Russia, and yeah, that's where you're going.
He
And your cellmate, or the person that helps you break out and do everything, is
Reznov.
Reznov.
He's actually there in the jailbreak, though, is the crazy part. In the jailbreak, he's physically there, but, at some time, they don't show you it. But he dies during it, at some point in time. And then the rest of him throughout the game
It's Mason.
is Mason hallucinating him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're doing missions and stuff. You go on one mission to get him back,
Yeah.
to get Reznov back, because he gets captured by
someone.
the main guy that you're trying to kill.
I don't remember his name.
I don't remember his name, but he gets captured, and so you go and you break him out and stuff. And so at the ending, when he's killing the guy with Reznov, and they walk in on you, and they're like, your CIA buddies walk in on it, and they're like, bro, what are you doing? And he's like, I am Reznov. And it's so fucking confusing for a second. You're like, what about all the... What?
And then they're like, no, you're not. You're Mason.
Because Woods goes with you to save Reznov, and then Woods dies for you to escape. Dies, quote unquote.
He might have. He
Falls
might not
out the
have
window.
Yeah.
It might not have existed.
Yeah.
Instead of the Figment.
And then it turns out that the reason that you think that you're Reznov, or that you think that Reznov is there, is because when you went to the prison, they did
They did some MK Ultra type
They
shit.
did MK Ultra type shit to make you a double agent,
They tried to
and
brainwash
that's where the
you.
numbers come from.
Gotcha.
You're
He's
a
always
sleeper cell.
saying numbers. He's a sleeper agent. Yeah.
So the numbers are is
His
the
coding.
CIA asking
Yeah.
those questions? That's
Yeah.
crazy. I always thought it was like another.
Yeah, they're they're trying to stop a Nova gas attack, and essentially
Yeah.
what Nova gas
Nova
is,
6.
Nova 6 is it's like it's a biological, it's like a biochemical weapon that like turns people into zombies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever they say the numbers, it will make that bomb go off, right?
Oh.
Or the numbers are linked to
Yeah, the numbers are linked
Numbers
to
are
the
the
bomb.
bomb.
Yeah.
The bomb, the numbers. What do they
And-
mean?
What do they mean, Mason?
And Mason's original, I don't know what I'd call it. I guess programming, whatever they asked him or like made him do with the numbers and making him a sleeper agent was for him to assassinate Kennedy. And so the game happens and everything gets to that point, and he stabs the guy, and then he says that he's the other guy, and he then it shows a clip. You go and you kill the main guy that turned you into a sleeper agent, and then the game ends and everything's great, and then it shows a clip of Kennedy at where he was assassinated. Before he's assassinated, it shows footage of him, and then it shows that Mason was there. So it implies that he followed through
With the assassination.
with the assassination anyways.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? What the fuck?
It's
So-
a really
Fuck?
yeah.
It's,
yeah,
it
you have to go
makes
through
you
and
scratch
replay
your
it.
noodle.
Yeah, I'd have to play it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
It's a good campaign.
It's a
Yeah,
great
it is.
campaign.
For the
It's really
PS3
good. It's
game. I mean,
confusing, but it's
original.
really
It's
good.
confusing, but it's good.
It's
Uh,
good.
And my number one spot is Elden Ring.
Hell
I
yeah.
feel that, yeah.
I was wondering where that was going to be on someone's list.
It's
High-
so good!
High
I knew
honorable
somebody was
recommendations
gonna
and
say it. I'm
shout
surprised you
outs
didn't
to
say it.
all the Souls games, because
Oh,
I very
yeah.
much wanted to put them on my list, but
Yeah.
I did not because I would not shut up.
Elden Ring has to be at the top for me because I played it non-stop.
Yeah.
For so
For
We
long.
know liked
so
that game
long.
together for so
It was
Yeah.
like 6 or 7 months.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
Straight
very
Yeah.
long
played
time.
that game.
It was a good ass
Mhm.
game. I got-
Mhm.
I got so far in it.
You were working
And
on
I
doing
made-
like 2 separate endings.
Yeah, I was getting the platinum trophy and was getting every single trophy, which means you have to kill every single boss and get every single like
Remembrance and all
remembrance,
that shit.
yeah, and the ashes and every single thing in the game you have
Those
to get.
again, those ashes are so fucking annoying.
And I was on my way, man. You had to get every legendary weapon too, and every
Mhm.
legendary spell. It was crazy, but it was such a good game.
Yeah.
The storyline was so, and didn't they get George R.R. Martin to
Yes, help make the world.
Yeah, to help make the world.
No
That's just
shot.
so cool.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
Game
did.
of
Are you
Thrones, bro.
serious?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool as fuck.
yeah.
They
so
were like,
it's-
"Hey, yo, Martin, we seen
You
that
real
there
good.
Game of Thrones. Boy, you put some of that magic up here in this Elden Ring for us.
Yeah.
And that's why there were
Get
so
it
many
poppin'.
dragons.
Get it
So
poppin'.
many dragons.
That's why there were so many dragons.
Yeah, it's just so good.
He was like, you know what you gotta do?
Dragons,
You
Yo,
gotta put dragons everywhere.
Radon
dragons
and
everywhere.
Melania. God, their
Yeah,
fight
dude.
was such a amazing cutscene, dude.
Dude, Malekith, bro.
Yes.
Where you find out that he's the beast clergyman, and he rips off the coat he has on that shows
What a bastard.
his sword hand stuff.
Yeah, what a bastard.
I was like,
Deceiving us
no
like that.
way.
I brought
Oh,
him
the dude that you
so
brought the
much
soul
death
thing?
roots.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was like, I've been bamboozled.
Yeah,
I was so mad. I was like, dude,
dude,
why?
that was
For
such-
weeks I've been bringing him stuff.
Wasn't
For
he like
weeks.
wasn't he like the embodiment of death?
Yeah.
Or, like,
Yeah.
wasn't it,
Death
the
was
fate
like
that
his
Fated death.
room.
he could-
Yeah, he had the death rune. He had
Yeah.
the death rune. Yeah.
Then fuck that guy.
That's
the
why
best,
death wasn't in the lands in between.
Yeah, because he had it.
Because he had it.
Yeah, the best part was that his brother was the guy that was, God, it's been so long since I've played, I don't remember their names. Did you ever go kill, what's his name, Morog? Or
The snake thing.
Mog?
Mog's palace, where it's blood everywhere, and there's like columns, and you have to fight him.
Probably.
Well, behind him, after you fight him, you see like a cocoon of Malekith's brother, who he abducted.
Nicola.
Mikola, yeah. Mikola is in the
Sounds
cocoon.
really familiar.
And so when you're fighting Malakath, I had already done that. I had already defeated Mog. So when I'm fighting Malakath, I'm like, bro, what are you so heated for? I can take you to your brother. I know where he is. I killed who kidnapped him, bro.
I can literally help you Liam Neeson yourself
Yeah.
right now.
I can get him back.
He's like,
Yeah.
Nah.
Same
He's like,
with-
nah, man,
same
I just
with
wanna have this
Melania.
fame.
Same with Melania.
Yeah.
Like, y'all.
I can
What's
take
Melania?
you
I
to
know where
y'all's
the guy is.
people.
Huh?
Who's Melania to? That's the swordsman.
Yeah, she was the one with the rod
Oh, yeah.
that was at the base of the tree.
Yeah.
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 Dude, I found that on accident. Like, I was just walking through. I was like,
How
I was
do you
just,
find
I was,
Azula on accident?
I got to this bit where if you fell down in a certain way, you wouldn't take any fall damage, and I just landed near her thing, and I was
Yeah.
just walking around. I was like, oh, cool, boss fight. And I was like, oh no, because up to
Yeah,
that point,
dude.
I'd seen so much shit about people being just one of the hardest
Yeah.
bosses in the
The
game. And I was
She's
like,
really hard.
and dude, I fought her for weeks.
The only reason I even fought her was because I was doing a Madara build, and her rot thing kind of looked like the Ninetales, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
need
Yeah,
that
I'm a
for
combat.
my
That's-
build.
I really-
Yeah.
really
I had
wish
that.
could use
because
that.
I had
I had
Radon's
that-
great
I had the
swords
stats
for
for
I had that
the
faith
Renegon
build for
Almighty
it. Yeah.
Pull
It was a
or
faith
whatever
thing.
it was.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
gravity.
with the meteorite, with
Yeah,
the two
with the-
swords. Yeah.
She wasn't in the crumbling Farum Azula though. That's where Malakath was.
The-
She was
oh,
in
right.
the Erd Tree.
The
At the
Erd
very
Tree,
at the
yeah.
very top of the map,
Erd,
there was
yep.
that little rotting. It wasn't the Erd Tree. Sorry, it was. I don't remember.
Was it not the Earth?
It wasn't. No, it wasn't the Erd Tree. I think it was.
Caleb.
It was.
No.
Caleb.
It was
No, it was Mikola's tree, because she's at
Oh,
the
yeah,
base
that's right, right,
of it,
right,
and you
right.
see
Yeah.
him in the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the ghost or cocoon or whatever of him, because he came from the tree. So she's still waiting there for him to get back.
Oh.
And that's why it's like, bro, I know where he is.
I can take you to get
I
his
killed the
cocoon.
guy. Like,
Go get him.
she didn't want to listen though. She didn't want to listen.
She did not. She just wanted to run that fade.
Who wants to do their next top five?
I guess I shall go.
Yeah.
You're the only one left.
The only one left.
No,
Fine.
there's
Oh,
Hammer.
Cam!
How did I forget about you?
Hammer.
hurt.
Hammer.
Okay,
Ham.
so number 5.
Yes.
I technically have 6. I'll make one of them an honorable mention, I guess.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
works.
yeah.
But top 5. I think I'm gonna do Until Dawn.
Until
Um,
Dawn is fucking
It's
good.
so good.
It is
It's
good.
so good.
Butterfly Effect games just get me, and I love the Butterfly Effect, and just playing more than once to get a different ending,
Mhm.
and then seeing which characters I can get to survive and
Yeah.
who I kill off, I guess.
I love that the basis of it was kind of like one of those scary movies where you're like, don't run that way. What are
Yeah,
you doing?
you're like,
you
why
could
would
be
you
Stupid
do
bitch!
that?
you could
I
be
said
in
don't
the
go
movie.
that way.
You could be the stupid bitch that went that way.
Yeah, dead ass. It's like, damn, these might be harder than I thought.
You're like, damn,
You could have
I would
survived
die. You're like, damn, I would die.
if I just
would
picked
die.
the other one.
Dead ass.
But yeah, I
That would
like
be
the
the
horror
best.
aspect of it, and it's not overly too scary. It's more
Yeah.
of drama to real life,
Mhm.
and I just like a good mystery. So
Yeah.
it was cool to play it out and then see the ending of what it was.
Yeah. Have you played any of their other games?
I don't know.
They have a bunch of other Butterfly Effect games that are horror as well. Like they have one that's about America's first serial killer. He had a hotel that had revolving rooms and corridors and halls and stuff, and he would kill people in the hotel.
That sounds cool.
And
as
that's
fuck.
what that one's about.
That sounds crazy.
So
I'm gonna have to
it's
look
really
that up.
cool. It's
You
really
know I'm gonna have
good.
to get it.
Until
It's
Dawn
really
was
good.
the one about the Wendigo, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the
Dude,
Wendigo.
Dude, I
That game
I
ain't
had no
Wendigo.
idea.
Just finding out. To
I
the very
know,
end
bro,
that
it
it's
was
the
so
fucking
scary.
Wendigo,
Yeah, you're like,
bro.
whoa.
And then having to just run around that giant ass house trying to just keep everyone
Yeah.
alive.
Dude,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
Crushing
Like,
the light
Jesus
bulb
Christ.
and having to hold your controller.
Yeah,
Oh my
you're just
god.
I have too
hate,
much anxiety for this.
They have computer games where it asks you to hook in a mic.
Dude, you have to be
and you
quiet.
have to
I
be
know,
quiet.
dude.
No.
Nope.
I've
not
seen
me.
No.
I've seen playthroughs and stuff like that,
I'm
dude.
not playing a game like
That's
that.
like,
Fuck that shit.
I just had it.
And
That's gone now.
And it's gone.
And
Amnesia?
gone.
Amnesia was.
I've
the
wanted to
Amnesia.
play that. Oh my
Dude, that's
god.
a good
Amnesia's
fucking
good.
game.
Oh,
That
that's
game's
like
really creepy.
Death Stranding with like the baby in the controller crying,
Oh, yeah.
and
yeah,
with
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
the keeping the backpack stable and
Dude,
stuff
we
like
did
that.
not finish that game.
We did not.
I got really far into
We
it.
did.
though.
We did. That I was
Did
gonna say
not.
Until Dawn because of the Wendigo. I remember in Fallout 76 when I had to kill that Wendigo for you because you
Dude,
hate Wendigos.
I'm
Little bit
terrified of
lore.
Wendigos.
Dude, Wendigos are so fucking creepy.
They're so
They are.
creepy. And I didn't know that they were like the main horror element of Until Dawn when I
Yeah.
played Until Dawn. I thought it was just about, what's his name? Jason is the main killer, right? I don't know what his
there
name
was
is.
that dead guy.
Remy Malik that's playing
Oh,
the killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was just about him, and so I was playing it, and I was like, "What? What is that? What's that?"
Is that a Wendigo?
No.
Like that.
Get out of
I
here.
scared of you. Go
I was like,
away.
"Bro, that's fucking terrifying." It was
Yeah.
a really good game, though.
Dude, yeah. And then number 4 would be Stray. Like,
I love
Being able to
Stray.
play as a cat.
Yes,
Stray
sir,
was
it's
so
great.
good.
I absolutely adore playing as a cat. And then, like, all the small details, like, put into playing as if you're really a cat. Like,
Yeah.
scratching at
Yarn,
stuff,
The
scratching
meowing.
stuff.
the meowing,
Yeah.
and
The
then, like,
naps.
and then,
Asking, like,
Making
Making
biscuits.
biscuits on stuff.
Robots and shit.
oh my god. And then, like, tapping over stuff, like the
Yeah,
cans and
like,
tapping it
like
off.
a cat totally fucking would.
Yep.
Like, a cat would
Yeah.
definitely be.
Exactly. And then I just love the story, and then like the plot twist, the plot twist that leads to like heartbreak, but it's like so
Ooh,
heartfelt.
dude,
Yeah.
I cried. man.
I
fucking
cried
At
for
the very end. Oh my fuck.
so
I cried. I was like,
long.
I am
I was
so
like,
ready
nah,
for
fuck
part
the
2.
outside, bro.
I sat
Nah,
there and
stay alive,
I
bro.
sat with the cat, just chilling there for
Chilling with
so
the-
long.
with the
I didn't
little
want to
robot.
continue.
Yeah.
Dude, afterwards,
She was
we were
so
like, we have to
sad.
hold our babies. And I grabbed Persephone and I was like, I love you so much. I love my cat.
I'm so
Oh,
ready
you're
for the
so
second
right.
one to come out.
Yeah, I was about to
I've
say,
been
like, I
hearing
hope there's another
rumors
game coming out, or
about
like
the
a
second
DLC.
I hope
Like-
you can customize your cat, dude.
Oh my
They
god.
were
give me
thinking
cat
about
customization
either-
right now.
Please,
Right
dude.
now.
They were thinking about
Oh my
either
God,
doing
I'd be so-
that
I'd be so
or
bored, cat.
a second game,
Bro, that'd be
DLC
very fat.
or a second.
DLC
I hope
or
you
second-
could like play as the same cat and then like find your other cat friends,
Oh,
because
yeah,
you never
that you guys
find your
play
other
with
cat
the
friends.
I'd like for you to be able to like take a picture of your cat and then like make your cat in the game. I think that
Oh
would be.
Stop, that'd be
my
so
God.
cool.
It'd
That'd
really
be so
cool.
cool.
Be so
They'd get so
Why
much
would that
money
be so
from me.
cool for
They
you
would.
guys? You
They'd
guys
get
don't have a cat.
Man, shut up.
Yeah, you
guys
got
don't
a
have
point.
a
Y'all
cat.
don't even have a cat.
What are you gonna ask me to borrow a picture of
Shut
Toby
up.
to put him in your game?
Shut up.
$5 a picture.
Whoa, wait,
I'll ask
wait.
Natalie. I'll go to her Instagram. I'll get it for free.
I was about to
Talk
say,
about
we
it.
could. Why wouldn't they
Persephone's
just
private
pick
though.
Persephone,
Go foot
dude?
out. I'll
Persephone's
get so
the
many
cuter
pictures.
cat.
Whoa.
I'm just
She
being
is.
honest.
I wanted
Hey.
Persephone the moment she came out of that other cat.
Yeah, thank
Whoa.
you. Uh-huh.
Toby is a gem, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Fucking gremlin.
Yeah.
Dude, shut up. You're just mad because he won't kiss you.
He puts a bad name on
Yeah, you have
cats,
to
dude.
like force him, dude.
He gives me kisses.
You're just
dog,
mad because he
voluntarily.
doesn't like you
He
like
gives
that.
me love, and that's all I give a shit about.
Man, whatever.
But you know,
You're a
all that
hater.
matters though is that Persephone loves them. She gives them love. So.
I didn't say Toby doesn't give him love.
Hey, no, how? What do you know?
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
we never-
Little cat kisses, bro. Fucking give me all.
So you know,
Anyways, sorry.
Okay, 1, 2,
You're on
4,
2.
no, 3.
You're
Three.
on 3 now.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
you are
Numbers.
3.
Okay, 3. I guess I'm gonna do Catherine Full Body.
That was such a good game.
That
Bro,
was such a good
I played that game way too many fucking times.
Yeah,
Trying
you
to
took
get
my
with the
Switch to
succubus.
play it.
Trying to get with the succubus bitch, and then I couldn't even figure out how to do it. I remember how many times I
Dude,
replayed
yeah.
it to try to get with her.
You got it though.
No, I
feel like
didn't. I never
eventually.
did. That was
Did
the one
Basically,
ending I never got.
It's
Oh.
a game like where you climb towers of blocks within dreams of a man named Vincent, and like he's struggling with guilt and anxiety about his love life, and like in real life he has a long-term relationship with a girl named Catherine with a K.
You can,
But then
pick
he also
different women.
meets a different Catherine
Yeah,
that's
Catherine
with
with
a
a
C
C.
Yeah.
within this bar, and then
And another Catherine.
yeah, there's
There's
like
3
And there's a third
Catherines.
Catherine.
And one Catherine has a very
With a
special
Q.
surprise for you.
Hey, It's still Catherine, bro.
But it's
Still
like an
Catherine.
unconventional,
Still
like,
Catherine.
romantic horror. Like, behind going with playing this, like, when you're awake in the bar, like, on the TV, so it's like, people are dying within their dreams, like, and stuff like that. And then, like,
It's like-
he's stuck. Like, you can, when you meet people in the bar, you end up seeing them in your dreams as sheep.
Yeah, the men that you see in the bar that you talk with will end up being you can tell, like, you can't, they don't look
be the
the
same
same.
Because they look like sheep.
They'll
But
have,
they'll
like,
be talking
clothes
about
But they'll
the same
talk
shit.
about stuff that they've talked to you in the bar.
Yeah.
And like to them, they're also a person, and like.
And they're also scared
you're
of
a
dying
sheep.
and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just love the puzzles and the story of the game, and I love the dream state and all the sheep, and then the fact that you can play different ways to get different endings.
Dude, fuck
Yeah.
that boss baby though. That baby boss is scary
Bro, that-
as all fucking
Oh,
shit.
yes!
And I fucking hate
Fuck
He
it.
doesn't
the
know
baby
because he
boss.
doesn't know if his
Terrifying.
girlfriend's pregnant or not.
I'm just
Yeah,
scared of
for the
having
baby.
a baby. And dude, it's like crawling up and it's like, Daddy, come
Bro, it's
back!
scary
It's
as
so
fuck.
fucking
It's
creepy.
ugh.
I'm like, I don't want to. I kept
Ugh.
losing. I'm like, I don't want to play this anymore.
And she
Like, I
doesn't
wanna
even
keep
end up
looking
being
at it.
pregnant.
Dude, yeah. And then I love the online stats of the morality system that's taking place in the confession booth.
Oh,
that was my
yeah.
favorite part of
the
the whole
yeah.
best
thing.
part of that game.
It's just
Like,
cool to see what everyone chose, like
it'll,
when they
ask
answered the
you
question.
questions throughout.
And it'd be such, like, deep questions,
Yeah,
too.
Yeah,
random
And then it would
as fuck.
take you'd have to, like, really think about it, and then you give your honest answer, and then you see other people disagree with you, and you're like, damn, am I a
Ooh,
bad
yeah.
person,
Am I a
bro?
bad person?
Or am I the better
Or am I
person?
the better person? Yeah.
Yeah.
Other people really shitty.
Yeah.
Exactly. Then my second one, I guess I'm gonna do Alice Madness Returns.
Yeah!
Bro, I grew up on that game. My mom had it on like her
PS2.
computer,
Oh.
and then we got it for the PlayStation 3.
Oh, word.
But I just love all the different levels and like all the outfits you gain throughout playing. Like I just love the artwork style
Yeah.
of everything.
Yeah.
And then the story and all the trauma creates an amazing gameplay.
Dude,
Uh,
definitely.
It has like such a beautiful like creepy element that's just addicting to see. And then I think my favorite chapter was the dollhouse chapter. That was my favorite chapter to play out of all of them.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
And then there was always been rumors of another game coming out called
I know,
Alice
when-
Asylum.
When is that gonna
I
happen?
think
it's not.
she
It's
scrapped it finally. And that
Wasn't
fucking
it a demo?
They've been
Didn't she
getting
make a demo
so-
for it?
she got so far into making shit. Like I don't understand how it wasn't made.
Yeah.
But
so
So many people like pledged, like gave her money for it and everything. I just don't get how it was never made.
How it never got
Like so
finished.
many small indie games create with nothing. Like
Yeah.
I don't
they just
understand how
create
she
with
never
the
could
time
put
they
it
have
out.
on their fucking hands. And she got
But they
loads and
finally
loads of
scrapped it,
shit.
which really fucking sucks after so many years of
Wasn't
like
it
being the
rumored for,
rumor.
like, 10 or so years?
Oh,
She was saying
ridiculously
For a
long
good
amount of
fucking
time,
amount.
bro.
Yeah.
But I love how Alice Madness Returns is finally on Steam too. So
Yeah.
once we get a PC, bro, I'm playing that shit on the
Hell
fucking
yeah.
Steam.
Hell yeah.
And then that was my second one. Or my
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
your second.
Okay, my first one, it's gonna have to go for God of War.
Yes!
Because,
Nice.
and I mean like the older ones. Don't get me wrong, I love Ragnarok, and then I love the fourth one. Granted, I liked Ragnarok more than the fourth one, just because you play the fourth one for like story. That like you don't play it for like the game, and then Ragnarok, I feel like you got a little bit of both, playing the story and playing the game.
You
Yeah.
got a little bit of the old. There were a couple glimpses of like the old God.
And then
of War
Atreus like
and
peeked out more
Kratos.
too.
Yeah.
So it was nice to actually be able to play more than just see the story of the game.
Yeah.
But growing up, playing on the older ones, it fucking sucked to see my man's Kratos be such a soft little bitch, okay? I'm so proud of his progression, like, his
Yeah, you
character progression is still astonishing, but I still would want my fucking man's back. I need him to hate the world and defeat everyone that fucking crosses his
Oh,
path,
I mean,
man.
Odin
I mean,
wouldn't
the
stand a
story,
fucking
the storyline's
chance.
still there though. That same storyline was in the first ones, with him being so upset that he like killed his own family.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice to see him finally get to rest with that fucking pain he has embodied his
Yeah.
whole goddamn
Yeah, that's what I'm
life.
saying. His character development is amazing
It
to
is.
see.
If you look at his like how he used to look compared to now, like you'll notice that like,
He's starting
his-
to tan out.
Yeah, his skin
Yeah.
starts to like become more and more.
Dark.
Yeah, I feel like it was a
natural
deeper
color
thing rather
because
than
he's-
just being stained with it too. Like
Yeah,
he had
he's
to,
like
himself.
he's like
he had
being-
to stop fighting himself with all that.
Yeah.
He, like he came to terms with what happened. And he's
Yeah.
like, finally beginning to accept it. And it's
But
not
I do
controlling
get it.
him anymore.
I get it. I love that crazy fucking style of those first games.
Yeah. Where he just
Absolutely
goes insane.
destroying everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, then it's
Hercules
like-
fight.
The one
Oh,
with
was
Poseidon,
my
dude.
brother's-
Oh,
Yes.
that was
It was my
extra
brother's
brutal.
games. Like I remember getting him getting the big collection pack with like the red controller for the P3,
Mm.
and it was his games. It was so fun seeing him play it, and then I would start playing it, and then my mom would start playing it, and then the kids of the neighborhood would come over and start playing it. Like it was such a great game to just see everyone play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite ones were like where he was just in hell. That was my favorite part playing.
Oh yeah, dude. With Hades.
Yeah, in your Hades.
Oh, dude.
Like trying to
fighting
escape
and
hell
getting-
and then fighting Hades,
Getting
bro.
his chains
It was
one of
good.
the
Yeah,
coolest
Claws of
parts.
Hades and then Souls of Hades, bro. I fucking love all of those.
I gotta say, my favorite weapon from the old ones has to be Hercules, like lion fist
Mhm.
things. I fucking loved using those. I'll beat the shit out of everybody with those. It's awesome.
I think the Blades of Chaos is always gonna be
Yeah.
my favorite weapon, dude.
dude.
That's an iconic
Fucking
one.
chains,
Yeah.
dude. It's
I love
just
the
so
chains.
Getting
Kratos.
them in God of War 4 for the first time,
Dude,
is
for
the
real.
fucking best
It
part.
is.
Of that
Callback,
game.
hello.
It's the best part of that.
Yeah.
On the music that plays. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And
Yeah.
like the scene before where he's like, "You don't control. I'm not your monster anymore. Fuck me." Oh, dude,
Yep.
it's
Dude,
so
for
good.
real,
So
very
he's talking
good.
to Athena.
Yep.
So good.
It's so good.
I fucking love
It
that
is.
game.
Hell yeah.
And then some honorable mentions are BioShock, which was originally in my top 5, but everyone kept saying BioShock, so I just placed an honorable
It's a
mention.
top 5 for
Switcheroo.
everybody.
But of course I saved all the sisters, okay? I'm not some monster.
Of course.
And then some other honorable mentions are Clock Tower, which is just a nostalgia hit.
Yeah.
Horror game, like survivor horror game. And then Silent Hill. I love all those games.
I was surprised it wasn't in your top 5.
Yeah.
I was
They are
looking them
fucking
up
great.
and I was like, I
It's
know
gonna be
Adrian's
there.
gonna bring it up. Yeah.
And then Devil May Cry, which I'm surprised
Yes.
that's not in praise.
Devil May Cry.
I was
Yeah, for
surprised
real,
it was
dude.
either.
It's a very honorable mention, honestly.
Just not top 5.
But because I thought it was gonna be in yours, that's why I didn't put it in mine.
It's like, I'll let her have it.
Because I knew BioShock was also gonna be in yours, and I was
Yeah.
already taking that. So
Mhm.
I thought I'd let you have DMC. But yes, hack and slash DMC, definitely one of my favorites as well.
And then another one that's kind of close, that like reminds me of Devil May Cry, is Castlevania.
Yeah.
Castlevania.
Lords of
We
Shadow
need to get that
was
game.
great. Yeah, I know, we do need to get it. I love it.
I really want to finish that game. That game was so good.
And then a recent game that I just got for the Nintendo Switch is Valhalla Cyberpunk Bartender, which you're like a bartender and you just make drinks for your customers that come in. I haven't gotten that far into it, but I really like the game.
Nice.
It's very chill play and you're just relaxing,
Yeah.
listening to all the stories that these customers have.
Mhm.
And then the last one, which I never finished, but I know it was going to bring up something, is Martha is Dead, bro.
Martha is dead,
Martha
guys.
is dead.
guys.
Is she?
She is.
Oh no.
Is
Or
she though?
Is she?
Is
I
she
don't know.
though?
I don't
No.
know, dude. At
Yeah,
the
we
end,
finished
she
it.
thought she really was Martha. She was looking in the mirror, and she was like, I am Martha. And I was like, okay.
What was the other bitch's name anyways? Who was she really?
What was her sister? It was like her sister.
I don't remember.
Because Martha's
She
dead,
was
bro.
Martha.
The story
She
of it
was
is, like,
Martha,
In the
dude.
beginning, you find your sister's body
In
in
the
river,
lake.
and like your parents idolize. Like, she's the perfect golden child, and you're kind of like the fuck up of the like not.
But
actually,
Martha's
but, like,
also deaf.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
you have to.
you have to pretend to be deaf,
Deaf.
and like you like take something that she always wore.
It was like a 'Cause
your
her
mom-
dog tags or
Your
whatever.
mom
Racist or
finds
some shit.
you
Mhm.
with like the dead body, and she's so worried about you. And normally she neglects you and is really sweet to the deaf
Martha.
daughter. Yeah, to Martha. So she comes up and hugs you because she thinks that
You're Martha.
you're
Yeah,
Martha,
and
and you just go silent.
Yeah, you're like-
So she's like,
And
Is
she's
her name
like,
Sarah?
I've never
no,
felt
hold on.
affection like this from my parents. I'm
Mhm.
gonna relish in it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think she meant to
She didn't
take
do
Martha's thing. I just think she grabbed her, like, whatever the fuck
No,
they
she
said
put-
her
she
name,
put it on- she
her
put it
necklace or
on.
whatever, and then it just happened. And then, like, there's just, like,
Julia.
Julia, bro! Jesus Christ.
Sorry,
But
you're Julia.
She did. Julia
it was
died.
like a horror suspense. Like, there was this one scene, bro, where we could not look away. She's, like, in this dream state, she skinned her fucking sister's
Oh yeah,
face.
and then fucking
puts it
like,
on.
some
And then puts it
Joker
on
shit,
herself.
Like put
Oh,
it on
yeah?
her face. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was kind of.
That's-
It was
yeah.
gross.
Gross.
It was very gross.
Trigger warning.
Dude.
Sorry.
Sorry,
Elizabeth
Perez.
But I feel like that was a top one to say.
It was
Hell
good.
yeah.
It was,
It was a good
good.
one.
We didn't finish
It
it.
didn't finish it, but it was still good.
One final person.
It's me.
Damn.
Ham.
5 to
Yep.
1.
5 to
Cameron.
1.
Alright, so my number 5 is BioShock.
Yeah.
I really, really like BioShock. It was one of the first couple PlayStation 3 games that I ever played with an old school buddy of mine.
Yeah.
I played 1 and 2, and then Infinite came out, and I was like, oh, but I like like I said before, I like the controls of it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Something that I didn't hear anybody else bring up, that game is like super fucking racist. And
Oh,
I was
yeah!
like,
Oh,
that
sorry,
threw
sorry.
me the fuck off. I was like,
It's because
I'm
we're not
finna-
racist, Cameron.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
Like, I'm finna play BioShock, and they're like, we saw this black dude kissing this white woman. You're gonna throw this baseball at him, and I'm
Dude,
like,
that was wild.
I'm
That
like-
was
I
wild.
like, what the fuck did I?
It was
buy?
really an option.
Yes, it
You
was.
could choose whether to not be racist.
Yeah.
Okay, but what did you choose is the question.
I
It
of
didn't-
course I chose not to throw it.
I
at
didn't
him.
throw it.
I chose to throw it at him in my second playthrough because it was my.
It
I
didn't-
had
it
to
didn't-
say what it was,
It doesn't
but
matter though. It
doesn't-
doesn't
you
matter
know
though.
what, they
You
don't
don't
let you throw
actually.
it at
Yeah.
him.
You have the mark of
the mark of the
Of-
false prophet.
the false prophet. Yeah. You have the mark. So you put your hand up to like either throw the ball or pull the ball down, and some guy grabs your arm and is like, "He's got the mark. He's got the mark."
He's the
Ah, Joseph, now the game developers know if you're racist or not.
Yep.
Ah, fuck. They know I'm racist half the time because they didn't know my
50-50.
Damn.
Yeah. So what was?
Racist.
So that's my number 5. My number 4 is gonna have to be Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. I played that game with my dad. It was like one of the few games that him and I ever played together.
What was Left 4 Dead?
Left 4 Dead was a zombie game.
It's a great game.
It's so fucking.
Did
they just-
they just added DLC.
I was about to say,
after,
did they
like-
just come out with another one?
No, they made DLC for
Okay.
2.
Two.
At,
Of
like,
course they
You're
fucking
thinking of
7
that
or
one
8
that me
years
and your
after
brother
they
had.
made
Dead
it.
Yeah,
Island.
what was that one?
That's
Dead Island?
Dead
Okay.
Island 2.
Zombies, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Zombies.
zombies. So many
One and a
zombies.
half dozen or the other.
But yeah, that's Dead Island, that new one that me and your brother got.
Okay.
That game looks really good.
Yeah, I deleted it because
Space.
not only space, but he's also having problems with that account right now. So
Uh-huh.
I love it's like a
you know how that shit goes.
super nostalgia hit. Anytime I see like clips of it on my TikTok, I'm instantly taken back to like being like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Playing that game, getting fucking ran into by a tank, or
Mhm.
like getting dragged away by a smoker.
Yeah, or
like,
getting jumped by a witch or something.
jumped by a
What the fuck
jockey,
is this
like-
game?
Like,
There's different
they're
types of
like-
zombies.
Yeah, they're like,
Oh, okay.
there's zombies. There's like
There's zombie
a boomer that'll
type.
explode on you, and it's like
Grotesque.
it'll blow up on you,
Oh,
and
okay.
it'll attract zombies. There's the witch. Fuck that thing! I hate that thing.
The
I will
witch.
always hate that thing.
The
It's
witch.
worse than the tank, which is just this giant muscle zombie. It's way
That
worse
does
than
obviously
that.
what a tank does.
Yeah, runs
Yeah.
into
Runs
people.
Runs into
shit.
people, yeah.
Yep.
There's the smoker
That's
that
my
like
spirit
shoots
animal
its
right there.
the smoker.
That's
Yeah.
my spirit animal.
The smoker.
It
Oh,
like
God.
it like shoots its tongue out at you.
Which
Oh.
doesn't make
wraps
sense.
its tongue around your
Your
Okay.
neck, and then you have to be saved by your
Somebody
buddies.
has to save you.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then there's the jockey that'll like jump on your back.
I hate the jockey.
Ride
Fuck the
you,
jockey.
like pull you around.
Yeah.
Ride you.
Yeah,
Ride you.
like a jockey pull.
Pause.
Ride me.
Pause.
And then of course there's Mr. Pistachio, which is like just this little pistachio.
Well, Natalie
egg-looking
can't play
thing.
that.
Yeah, now I can't play it, bro.
Yeah.
Why are you
What's wrong with
describing
you,
nuts
dude?
to me, bro? He said, I know you've
She's
never
gonna
seen
fucking
it before.
die right
I
now.
know you've never seen a pistachio before, but it's kind of like it looks
So this
kinda
is
like
what
an
it
egg.
looks
It's
like.
green.
It's
No,
it's
it's
like
not, bro.
It's like
It might
a
be
peanut
it might be
shape,
an egg.
baby.
I remember it being like his name is Mr. Mustachio.
Mustachio.
why I fucking-
Pistachio.
But it's like this egg with this really curly mustache that's like in Left 4 Dead 2. He's like part of a mini game you can play in it. I'll always remember that. That thing's so much fun. There's fucking gnomes in that game.
Yep.
And it just realized it. And it's now I can't play that game anymore. Because it's invading.
Gnomes are
Gnomes invade
invading
everything.
America. And
Gnomes
a
are
Gnomes
ridiculous
follow us
rate.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
They're in the goddamn walls.
Home
Uh,
goods, bro. Can't even get shit.
Home goods. They creep their way into your home. You
Yep.
don't even notice.
First it's your garden, then it's your home.
Everywhere you look, there's a gnome.
No, my nomies.
My number 3 is going to be the new Spider-Man Insomnia series. Insomnia's been making Spider-Man games for a really long time.
Wait. How can you say? You mean like the new one that came out? The one?
No, the PS4 and above.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
PS4 and
I was
PS5
just saying that
one.
they've made.
I thought you were talking about the new
ones.
one that hadn't came out, and I was like,
Yeah,
how
it's
are
my
you
favorite game.
gonna-
It's already my favorite game.
Yeah,
I already know
how
I'm
are you
finna
gonna
love it.
do that?
You get to
You
play
dumbass.
Venom. You get the black suit. What?
He
How
loves
best-
Spider-Man, bro.
I am such a big Spider-Man
He is
fan.
Peter
Ever
Parker.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be Spider-Man swinging through.
Who did?
That's the
downtown.
dream,
like,
dude.
I've always
That's the
wanted to
dream.
fucking do that.
Yeah.
It
I
is
love
great.
I love like the smoothness of the like swinging through the city in the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
so
it's top
good.
tier.
And,
They
the
did
sto-
such a good
The
job.
story in the first, I'm kind of ambivalent on the story in the second one.
Dude, fuck that bitch.
Yeah, fuck that
Who?
bitch.
Who?
Bitch. The,
the
main
bitch.
enemy, your friend that turns
Yeah.
out to be like
Oh,
a
Miles
bitch.
Morales?
Gwen.
Yes,
Yeah.
Miles Morales. Yeah,
In
sorry,
in
not the
second
Spider-Man
game.
one.
So your like best friend is like the main enemy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I remember you telling me that. Okay.
In the first one, there's this thing called the Devil's
Fuck
Breath.
Mr. Negative.
Yeah, Mr. Negative's a piece of shit. I can't believe that he ran Feast.
The guy from Shark Boy and Lava.
Mr. Electric. Yeah.
That's
George
Lopez.
Lopez.
Not Mr. Negative.
He's
No.
I was swinging through the city and just. Dun, 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 dun.
Low
Duh.
All I could see is his giant ass face.
Big ass nose.
I'm just imagining Mr. Negative, just normal, but with George Lopez's face in the while he's in Mr. Negative, and it's hilarious.
Good.
George Lopez is
Mr.
listening to this,
Electric.
and he's like, "Y'all just
Yeah.
lost a follower."
Sorry,
Come
George
back, Mr.
Lopez.
Lopez.
No, come back, George
Thanks for the
Lopez.
extra clout.
Mr.
But
Electric.
there's I love/hated the way that they ended that game. Spoiler alert: if you don't want to hear the end of this game, even though it's 4 years old, Aunt May gets sick with this Devil's Breath thing, and you
Wow.
have to and he's forced to make the decision because he has the cure, but they need time to replicate it so they can give it out to everybody else, and she's dying now, and you have to make the decision or.
Save
he's
her, fuck
forced to
everyone
make the
else.
I was about to
decision.
say, fuck everyone else, save her ass.
He
Yeah.
was so.
Life
he
is strange,
almost did
bro.
it.
Life
He
is strange.
almost did it.
Jesus
he was
Christ.
like if it, like he like was about to stab her
Honorable
with the
mention.
needle, and he was like, I can't. Like he was forced to choose
Bro,
the city.
Spider-Man
over,
goes through it.
Over
Yeah, he does.
Over Aunt May, and like that broke my fucking heart.
Yeah.
Because I just imagined the Aunt May from the original trilogy. Like, I
Mhm.
love that old lady. That old
Yep.
lady's awesome.
She was great.
Yeah.
And like just imagining her
Dying.
Like, that was so
Dying.
Yep.
Dude, have you seen the posters for the new Miles Morales movie?
Yes.
With them
So
falling,
good.
with
Yeah.
MJ falling.
Yes,
It's
just stop.
And
I
he's,
don't
like,
even
reaching
I don't
for
wanna
her,
think about
And
it.
I'm like,
I
I don't want to
think
go
about it. I'm gonna
through
cry.
this
I'm on
again.
the verge. Don't push me over.
Bro, dead ass. I'm gonna be
I'm
shitting
close.
my
Me
pants
too.
in the theater.
Crying my fucking
And Joanne
eyes out.
Fabrics?
And yes,
Enjoy.
in the parking lot of Ed McKay's.
Like I said, I'm ambivalent to the second one just because it was so short. Like it was like maybe a 20-hour game. The first one was like 40 or 50. Like just not a whole lot to do. But this new one looks good as fuck.
Yeah,
like,
it does.
It's got the Venom suit in it. I got cucked in the second one because like one of Miles Morales' thing is called like Venom Sting, and
Yeah.
it's like his electric shit.
Yeah, that's what he's
I
called.
was like, I will be Venom. No.
Nope.
But he's like for sure in this third one, and
Dude,
I'm
I can't
so
wait.
fucking excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And like you'll switch between Miles Morales and Peter Parker.
Stop, dude. That sounds badass.
Yeah, and like you've got this new move as both of them where you can do the web slingshot, and it goes so fucking far. You can launch yourself halfway across the fucking city with that thing. It's
Hell yeah.
great.
Dude,
I'm
that's
so
the
fucking
best
excited.
part is going fast as
Yeah.
fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy!
Dude, swinging and getting that momentum. And
But with
just
the cat
fucking
in your
speeding.
backpack?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yep.
I love it so much. Number 3 is gonna be the Borderlands series.
Yeah.
It's another nostalgia hit for me. I love playing as the sirens in that game.
Mm-hmm.
That game's really, really, really good. I just recently got Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Yes.
It's like a Dungeons and Dragons.
I
take
played
on the Borderlands
like about
series.
half of it.
I finished it, dude. It's
Good.
so good.
It's
Really,
so
you
good.
recommend?
I do recommend.
Because I've been wanting to get it, but I didn't really know.
I highly recommend.
Do
that
you,
game.
should you have played Borderlands
No.
to get it?
You don't
No,
need
because
to.
I
It's
haven't.
standalone. It's a
It's
standalone.
just
Okay,
like
good.
like you'll know who Tina is if you've played the other ones because she's a side character.
And she's
That's
the
it.
voice. She's
That's
the
it.
narrator of everything.
Yeah, and
Oh.
it's awesome.
It's good.
There's this horse in it, and she's the queen,
Mhm.
and her name is Queen Butt Stallion.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's fantastic.
It
It's
is.
Okay.
it's just great.
It's a great story.
The character progression with the main antagonist in that game is also really good. Like
Doesn't he become your friend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Towards the end, like he's got like a turning point
Yeah.
at some point, I think.
It's
A little
it's
Zuko
the same.
arc?
Yeah.
It's the same voice actor as Archer, and Bob from Bob's Burger.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I love that guy.
I love that guy.
Ben
That guy.
Affleck? I don't
No,
know.
no.
It's Benjamin something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's a great voice actor.
John H.
Yeah.
Benjamin.
John H.
Yes.
Benjamin.
I love that guy.
But yeah, halfway through the game, he's like, "You're actually a cool person.
Yeah.
We should hang out."
And there are times where he'll be like, "Hey, I just want to talk you and me. We're not gonna let the other guys be a part of this conversation. This is campaign shit. It's great. Like the way they break the fourth wall down in that
Yeah.
Yeah.
And last but not least, it's God of War.
God of War.
Mainly, honestly, I love the first through third games will always have a place in my heart. I haven't played like the DLC ones of them, even
Yeah.
though we have them. But I love the new ones.
Yeah.
Dude, the new ones are so good.
I personally am a really, 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 really big fan of watching Kratos go from the God of War to
God
this
of soft
loving
boys.
father figure,
Mhm.
and but still
Oh, God.
trying to navigate emotions because growing up
Dude.
as a Spartan, he wasn't allowed to really have
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing he was allowed to really experience was anger
Yeah.
and rage. And so to see him get to a point where he's releasing his wife's ashes
Yeah.
and,
Yep.
at the top of the tallest point in all the realms, and you can feel him wanting to comfort Atreus because
Yeah.
if he knows that he would have wanted
Yep.
to be comforted like that.
Yeah, that game, Ragnarok especially, is really good at getting you to feel like you're there. At getting you to have real fucking emotions for these characters.
Yeah,
dude.
Ragnarok especially.
Especially,
experience
dude.
Especially
It is so
amazing.
good. I cried way too many times
What
for that
playing World
game.
Ragnarok?
Yes,
Yeah.
dude.
Immersion is a big
Yes.
thing of theirs.
It really
is.
His-
The
they are-
music,
they are
the
very,
soundtrack,
very good at
dude,
that.
for that game
Yeah.
is crazy.
I'm watching, and like, we're bringing up Ragnarok, like watching, like now that Atreus knows that he's a god,
Yeah.
he's like coming into his new powers, and has new powers that you find during the gameplay.
Yeah.
Like, so, like,
Playing as him was super fun,
It was
too.
like the best part of that fucking game. to be
Seriously,
honest.
like-
it was so much fun. But like watching him come into his godhood and like, being like, fate doesn't have to.
Yeah, it doesn't have holds
doesn't
on
have
him,
to
yeah.
decide everything. Like there are ways that you can make your own journey,
Yeah.
and like him going off at the end, and like that last hug
Yeah.
Oh,
before
dude.
he left,
The
and
tears.
Kratos being like, I see you as a man now, and like
Loki
I
goes,
can look you in
but
the
Atreus
the eye.
stays.
Yeah. That line
Yeah.
fucking blew.
Ooh, dude, yes.
That line made me cry so hard.
It was so good. Him turning it around and seeing
And
the back
seeing
of it,
and seeing where,
where
he was
he's
the
the
champion
hero.
of the rounds.
Yes,
Yep.
dude.
Oh, I'm gonna cry right now.
And he was like,
He was like, because for the first time in his life, he
was
felt
the
like
hero.
he was the hero. Like
He was finally
he
doing
was
something
that
good.
dude. Yeah, like, and everybody in the realms like
Respected him.
not feared him,
Respected him.
yeah.
And
Odin
that's something
said,
totally different.
Odin said during their fight, he was like, you don't know what it's like to be a god and to have all these people care about you and do all these things and build things in your honor. And then he knows. Now he knows what that feels like.
Yeah,
I think
And,
that's
like,
why it hit him so deep, is because he's like, I do.
he's like,
I get
do
it now.
understand.
Yeah.
And like I think going forward, he's gonna become like the new, better Odin.
Yeah,
like
that'd be
becoming
cool.
a true protector of the realms.
Who do you think he's
Like,
gonna fight next? Jesus?
Jesus
Jesus.
Christ.
Yeah.
Christianity?
Jesus Christ.
Or Romans.
But in
God?
a way,
He already
with him
did
being
Romans.
like,
He
your
already
sins
did
are
that.
forgiven,
That's
my son, and like he'll turn tan fully.
Stop it!
And, he'll like be
Egyptian.
unscarred or whatever.
Egyptian.
That was talk for what 4 was gonna be.
Yeah.
4 was supposed to be Egyptian.
But
was,
they
there
did.
Were
They
talk.
did Nordic
Yeah.
instead.
No, I really like the
I do
Nordic
too.
choice, though. It was really
Yeah.
good. It was
That's a
really
good choice.
That is the end of my list.
That's into your list.
And I think
Well, I think our episode has run
now,
nice and thick. Nice and thick, so
Girthy!
Very
Girthy.
Friday.
But I think that's gonna be it for
This is
us.
gonna be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
think we're gonna wrap
everybody,
it up.
Gonna be the sound off, fellas.
say goodbye.
Adios.
Adios!
Get out of here.